The companies with the best office equipment available from companies like Rico. More importantly, they provide outstanding service after the sale with a 96% retention ratio and award-winning technicians. 3 years ago, they joined the Flex Technologies Group, an Arizona-based nationwide group of companies that share ProCopy's commitment to excellence. So if you have branches anywhere in the United States or just here in Arizona, you can get great personalized service even during the current climate. We use them here at the Fanatic and Money Radio KFNN, and they never disappoint because they remain a local company. They give back to our community by supporting ASU and the Thunderbirds through the Phoenix Open. The ProCopy Foundations has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That makes doing business with ProCopy good for your business. Just give them a call at 602 ProCopy. That's 602-776-2679.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the Main Event here on 1580 The Fanatic. Coming up on Thursday at 1 p.m., we will be NFL football heavy as Thursday Night Football is in Glendale and the Cardinals face the Packers. A lot of injuries and COVID announcements have already happened, and I'll get you updated on the latest. Plus, we'll discuss World Series Game 2 and the Suns. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the Main Event Thursday, 1 p.m. on 1580 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
You feel that? It's finally happening. It's starting to get cooler. Is it time to start wearing sweaters? No, it's time to call Harman Solar. See, if you install solar now, you get to enjoy huge savings next summer, up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That means you can put that AC at whatever temperature you like year round. Harman Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Wednesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. We got Keon Rose pushing the buttons in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And Randy, I don't know if I've ever done this before. Maybe you will remember, but have I ever issued Hall of Fame status to a superfan texter just based on one good idea?
I don't believe so, Jeffco. Don't believe that's ever happened here on the Daily Blend.
I almost feel like it's time because there's one good idea that has just came across the text line.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's ever been called this before. Maybe it has out there in the real world, but here on the Daily Blender, I don't know if this is a regular thing or not. Because Thunder Snow says, "Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday."
Oh, yeah.
Whiskey Wednesday.
I think you're going to have to make a move here. This is something that needs to go down in history.
Yes, because we have Taco Tuesday. We've got other things. I can't remember what they are. But listen, Whiskey Wednesday, whether or not he phrased the term or not, I think it's time now that Thunder Snow be given Hall of Fame texter status just for that.
It's one of those things that's surprising that we hadn't come up with it before.
Why haven't we come up with that before? I don't understand, because I do Whiskey Wisdom, and stuff like that. How did we not?
I mean, you attempt to do Whiskey Wisdom, you don't quite ever get it done.
Oh yeah, Keon probably doesn't know about this. So the idea came out that I would do a video blog and then like some articles called Whiskey Wisdom. And what happened is I'd sit down and I'd start typing and drinking whiskey while I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, I don't remember what happened, and nothing gets written.
Never seems to get the content, on the computer. Never seems to be able to record anything.
Right. It's
for whatever reason.
It's good in theory, but when it comes to actual Whiskey Wisdom, I probably have to not drink the whiskey. But I feel like I'd be a fraud if I didn't drink a bunch of whiskey while writing or performing Whiskey Wisdom. So we got to work the bugs on that. But Thunder Snow, because of that, Whether you came up with it or not only do you get a nice glass of proper 12 right here and right now, courtesy of Randy White, you have now achieved Hall of Fame status here on the Daily Blender. Congratulations. You are a Hall of Fame texter.
Wow. I mean, wow.
That probably really pissed off some people.
Should have come up with Whiskey Wednesday then.
Well, look, you got to bring your A game here. And we just don't give out Hall of Fame status to just anybody. I mean, you got to bring the goods.
Sometimes. But yeah, most of the times, no. Sometimes. But not most of the time.
But in this case, just revolutionized Wednesday.
Yeah, it's now Whiskey Wednesday on the Daily Blender from this point forward. And I don't know why we're not drinking whiskey right now. We should all be drinking whiskey right now. Yeah, if you can. I mean, not if you're driving. Of course, well, hold on. Time out, Randy. Time out.
What?
Probably got to also consider all the people driving home from work right now.
Right.
I don't think we should be getting them liquored up. So go ahead.
Well,
stop,
you
stop
told me to pour for everybody. You
stop
just said
pouring.
start pouring.
No, stop pouring until it's requested by people who are already safely where they need to be. Can't be drinking and driving. So maybe that's why we've not done Whiskey Wednesday, is just knowing we can't be liquoring people up all the way home.
Yeah, well, it's not about getting you there on the way home. It's about getting you whiskey once you've arrived at your destination.
Right. Yeah. Or if you're stopping somewhere for some happy hour. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, just make sure you drink responsibly. That's all we're saying. But Thunder Snow, now with the Hall of Fame designation, says, I'm honored by my new Hall of Fame texter status. Thank you, gentlemen. And thank you for the Whiskey Wisdom idea. Wicho says, we have Whiskey Wednesday at my local bar for like over 2 years. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But Wicho, this could have been you. Wicho, if you'd ever suggested it for the Daily Blender, this could have been you. But because Thunder Snow said it first, he gets Hall of Fame status. And by the way, what's your local bar? Go ahead and give it a shout out. 888-368-1580. Hey, well, what an exciting way to start the show. We now have issued a new Hall of Fame status to a texter. Some other longtime texters who don't have Hall of Fame status, probably ready to drive down here and slap me silly. But listen, your time will come. Some people's Hall of Fame status comes suddenly, or just because I feel like annoying someone. Other people's Hall of Fame status, takes time, takes consideration. Mm-hmm. With any luck, you'll be there someday.
It's like a good whiskey. Sometimes you have to age a bit.
Well, pretty much always. Always you have to. Don't ever drink. I don't know what they call that, like turpentine. But Mr. Wilbur says, congratulations, Thunder Snow. Please let me know when you get your gold jacket, because I'm still waiting for mine.
No gold jackets.
And for one thing, Wilbur, you could be wearing one right now and you wouldn't know. Besides, it won't be
fire. Wow.
It won't be a gold jacket. We're going to get some little rings made. They won't be expensive, but little pewter little things or something that have Hall of Fame status. So all of the Hall of Famers will be presented with a very inexpensive yet highly coveted Daily Blender Hall of Fame status ring. So it'll be DBHOF and then underneath just FU, which basically means, hey, I'm a Daily Blender Hall of Famer. FU. Because you put the FU in fun. So, so hang in there. That's something that I definitely got to do. I got to go through all of these different, we have a lot of people in the text line. All I got to do is kind of scroll through and find the HOFs. I got my list, make the rings, bam. It won't be like a Super Bowl ring. There will be 0 stones in this ring.
There's not going to be any removable compartments.
Not even cubic zirconia. Wicho says his local bar is called Long Branch in Tolleson. That sounds like the kind of place where anytime you pull up, you got to be careful not to knock over a Harley, because you'll knock over that Harley into another Harley into another Harley, like in the movies. Fubar 1000 says, hello, Blender dudes. Hello, Fubar 1000.
What's up?
Ukla the Mock says, if Radio Pal wasn't so bitter, I might make it. Hi, Randy. Hi, Keon. Yeah.
What's up, Ukla?
Hey, Ukla.
I'm bitter. All right. So before we do anything else, I want to let you guys know we're all in a good mood because of what we're about to talk about, because of what happened in baseball last night. But another reason to be in a good mood is stay tuned. Keep listening for your chance to win some Sun Devil football tickets. That's right. We got some good tickets plus a parking pass for Saturday's game. It's Sun Devils versus the Washington State Cougars. And it's Saturday at noon. Oh God, I hate when you do that. It hurts my ears and my brain and my cortex and stuff back there.
That's cougar right there.
I've never heard a cougar sound like that, Randy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do that all the time.
Cougar needing lozenge. But well, the nice thing about the game is it's at noon. And because it's at noon, you don't have to, you're going to be out late. You don't have to get up too early. It's just the right time. So Saturday at noon, Sun Devils hosting the Washington State Cougars for your football fun. We got your tickets. We got your parking pass. Be listening for your cue to call in and win. And Thunder Snow, you already got Hall of Fame status. Don't be a kiss ass. He says Randy's Cougars spot on.
Okay.
Thank you, Thunder Snow. Thank you.
Debatable.
Fish Tank says, I'll take a whiskey. Braves win. Braves win. Yes, they did. And that's why we're all happy here today. 6-2 over the Houston Asterix, the cheating bastards. Very, very happy about that. Fish Tank says, are we ready to start taking the Braves seriously yet? Are we going to keep fading them? Who's fading them? Are you talking about gamblers? Because we all called it yesterday. We all called our shot and said that the Braves would win last night.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't want to point this out because he's new to the show.
What?
I don't want to get him upset.
What?
But Keon said they would not win last.
Loser.
I said that they would win the series. So this is just good for me. I'm happy to be wrong about this. By the way, I just thought game one in Houston.
I didn't want to. Blurt that out.
Randy's a bastion of truth.
Raise your hand if you picked the Braves to win last night. Hey, Keon, where's your hand, Keon?
Where's your hand, Keon? It's honestly down because I did not pick the Braves to win last night.
Infidel.
I thought that they would split the series and win game two and then handle business back in Atlanta.
So what happens now? Do you think they still have their best shot of winning a game, since you didn't think they had any shot yesterday? Do they have their best shot of winning that game tonight and going back to Atlanta with 2 wins under their belt?
I quite literally said that they were going to win game 2, but now Houston is changing things up there. They're going Jose Urquidy to be the starting pitcher tonight.
That sounds like a made-up name.
Well, that's a real name.
No, I think they need to check his credentials.
And one of their better pitchers, so that they're in panic mode.
Urquidy?
Yeah,
it's like Urquidy table that has a wobble because of that leg. Look out for that Urquidy table over there. Don't put anything on it. Put anything on it.
Jose Urquidy table. They're moving him. That's a desperation move on the part of the part of the Astros. That tells me that they know that if Atlanta wins tonight, they're in serious trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they are in serious trouble. So this was actually an interesting game, and also the source of your man of the day. You know where I'm going with this. Atlanta Braves Charlie Morton. He took a drive right to the shin at 102 miles an hour. No big surprise. It fractured his leg. After it fractured, he kept pitching. He actually went back out again, 6 more pitches, and then he's like, I think there might be something wrong here. And you got a broken leg, dude. You have a broken damn leg. He's out for the rest of the series. And how bad of a blow is this to the Braves? Are they deep enough in their pitcher in their bullpen that this is all right?
I think they're going to be okay. Charlie Morton is a big loss for them, but I mean, let's face it, they've got a deep pitching staff in the bullpen. I am sure the Braves, although they can't replace a Charlie Morton, they can certainly bring somebody in to be competitive. And let's not forget, this is the World Series. Guys will step their game up. They will go out and do their very best in a game. This is not just another one of those 162 games during the regular season. These guys are on high alert. Everything matters. Every out matters. So I think the Braves are going to be okay. They can recover from this.
Well, whatever, the case of, it's the World Series. Everybody's going to play their best. I think people get paid enough. They should be playing this way all year round. And maybe you'd have more people watching baseball.
No, it's hard to keep up this sort of energy level when it's 162 games.
Hey,
sometimes 3 and 4 games in a row.
Hey,
sometimes you're not off, only but 2 days a month.
Listen,
I mean,
we keep up this energy level, and then now, of course, our show is only 3 hours long. Your average baseball game is 6.5 hours long.
No.
But we keep up this level of
There's
energy.
no truth to that statement.
No
No
matter
truth,
what
whatever.
is happening,
Yeah.
day in, day out, we're swinging for the fences. We're running through the base every single time. We don't get paid that kind of money. I would think that you would be on my side on this, Randy.
Well, I am, but I understand the long baseball season. And I think, sometimes these guys don't go out there. Everybody's adrenaline is pumping, man. This is the World Series. This is what it is all about. From spring training, when it opens the third week of February and pitchers and catchers report, all the way to the end of the season. This is the goal. And now you are here, and these guys will be on their A game. Everybody will be working. You'll see different strategies. Listen, the Braves could employ a multiple pitcher to replace Charlie Morton. It won't just be one guy. They could bring in one guy to start, pitch a couple of innings, go through their bullpen if they need to win that game. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I just realized something. I think I ran out of adrenaline like 3 or 4 years ago, emerging into traffic. I'm almost 51, so I think I'm out. Yeah. There's no more adrenaline for me.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
That's sad. Fish Tank says, we heard the Braves couldn't keep up with the Brewers pitching. Yeah, they did. We heard we couldn't overcome the Dodgers' star power. We did. And now we're told we can't keep the trash throws offense at bay. Well, we did it last night. Not predicting a series win, but we deserve more respect than we're getting over here for the Atlanta Braves.
Well, I
don't know
would
what
agree
show
with that.
you're talking to. I think everybody on this show has respect for the Braves. And we all have called them to win the series, and we all called them to win last night. Well, except for Keon. But he's new. It's all right.
Sorry, Keon.
Wow. He's, I guess baseball's not his thing. So, yeah.
Look, I'm happy to be wrong about that. I'm happy that they were able to get that victory there because I wasn't sure. You come in, you're on the road in game 1 of the World Series. Building's going to be rocking.
Sure.
I gave the edge to the home team there.
And thanks to you, we were only 66% right. That's all right. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Blissful Hayes says, hello, Randy. It was great to have you back on the air again yesterday. Hello, Keon. I don't think Blissful Hayes likes me. He didn't say anything for me.
Just not even hello, Jeff.
Not even a little bit.
Sorry.
Good luck finding an HOF next to that name. Mr. Wilbur says, the only noise I ever hear a cougar say is, get off me, lard ass. Okay, well, that's sounds like a personal recollection from your days stumbling around in Scottsdale.
Different kind of cougar. We're not talking about that cougar, but that's good to know.
Fubar 1000 says, go Cougar Cats. Oh, shut up, Fubar. He says, this is a great week in sports, meaning we have the World Series, we have football, we have the Cardinals, the Packers tomorrow night. I am beside myself. Go ASU, he says. He didn't really say that, but I like to say
I didn't think he did.
It makes him mad.
Yeah.
King of Kittens says, go Devils, go. Says Saturday's a blackout game, meaning the fans are encouraged to wear black. It's also at high noon under a bright, hot sun. Maybe not the best idea for a blackout game. Yeah, don't wear black.
I'm pretty sure they have air conditioning inside that the Silver Cactus there. I think they're going to be
open air stadium.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's ASU. I apologize. I've got my mind on the big red machine. The Arizona Cardinals will be in action tomorrow night. I do apologize. Wow, ASU. Yeah.
Hats off to Mr. Crow. Yeah, he's like, well, COVID didn't kill you, but I will. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Nicely done. Yeah. Everybody wear that black shirt, that black hat. Do what you got to do.
If it was a night game, it would be better.
Make room for the next class of freshmen, I guess. The Berg says, chop on. Just a tip says, good afternoon, gentlemen. I had Framber on my fantasy team, and he was known to go flat every now and then. Also, it's tough for the fourth dimension to see who's Hall of Famer because that link in the blender still says error 404. Oh yeah, I gotta go through and update the list and update that link. So thanks for the reminder, Just a Tip. A better place to remind me would be my email, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Send me an email that gets in my to-do list, and I'll work on that when I get a chance. Mars Bars 805 says, "What's up, guys? Happy West Coast Wednesday." No, it's not. No, listen, just because you suggest things doesn't mean you're going to get to be a Hall of Famer. And we already have it as Whiskey Wednesday.
Which is 10 times as cool as a West Coast Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Because here in Arizona, we're a little bit salty about the fact we have no body of water. We have no coast. Not until the big earthquake, we have no coast at all.
Yeah.
So he says, I hope all's going well. I'll take an 805 with a shot of Old 7, please, in honor of Whiskey Wednesday. Just stop, Mars Bar. It's just,
there you go.
It's just too much. Horn Ninja says, rooting for the Braves. Hope Dusty Baker loses another World Series after he single-handedly lost my Giants a World Series in 2002 by pulling Russ Ortiz up 3-2. No, I'm not bitter. Not bitter at all.
Some things just stick in your craw.
Yep. Fish Tank says, I'm not calling you guys out at all. I'm just saying the ESPN or wherever you get your sports knew you're going to see Astros in 5 or 6, but we enjoy being under the radar. We don't get our stuff from ESPN. We get our stuff from CBS Sports, an actual reputable, sports information place. CBS Sports Radio, CBSSports.com online. And, we do our due diligence. We check around everywhere to see what all the interesting stories are and stuff. But no. So how dare you, Fish Tank? Listen, I get you're bitter, but listen, your Braves won a game. Why don't you cheer up and have a drink? Papa Mike says, Fubar, are you feeling okay? Saying go ASU is kind of out of line for you. Mile High Guy says, I'm headed to Atlanta tomorrow for Halloween with the grandkids. I'm going to hit the World Series while I'm out there. Go Braves.
Nice. Good for you.
Hey, guys. You mind just Randy and Kia and I have to talk to each other for a second. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Did you know that Mile High Guy was insanely rich?
No,
I didn't know that. Did you know how much tickets are going for like a single game? Like
probably
$12,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want a good seat close to home plate, $12,000. Typical one seat for a game, like $1,100.
That's crazy.
We got to hit Mile High Guy up for some money.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least
I wonder if he can sponsor the show.
That dude is rich.
Yeah.
He's rich and a half.
Well, maybe that's why he's called Mile High Guy.
Yeah, his bank account is mile high.
Just a legend at the bank.
I thought he was just a Denver stoner. But now he's talking about going to Halloween with the grandkids.
Wait a minute.
I think we read him wrong.
Maybe he capitalized on the whole marijuana thing in the Denver.
Could be.
He made all of his money.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the chairman's seat 25. That goes for $28,000.
Wow.
$28,000 for a ticket.
Wow.
So, yeah, people are going crazy for the ticket prices.
Keep that in mind. He should probably be made a Hall of Famer because he's got stacks of cash.
That's a good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Should we get back to the show? Do you think they've missed us yet?
They probably do.
Just a little.
All right. Anyway, so it's time for a break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, let's talk about the game last night a little more in detail, some other tidbits and fun stuff. We got another game tonight at, I believe it's 5:00 again for game 2 of the World Series. Come on back, kids. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
NFL tomorrow night, the Cardinals looking to stay undefeated when they host the Packers. Arizona a 6.5-point home favorite, the over-under 50.5. College football, Arizona on the road against USC Saturday evening. Arizona currently a 21-point underdog. Arizona State hosting Washington State. The Sun Devils a 15-point home favorite. The Braves took a 1-game lead in the World Series with a 6-2 win Tuesday. Tonight, Atlanta a +100 money line underdog. The Astros -110, the over-under 85. Jose Urquidy starting for Houston. Max Fried will counter for the Braves. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
If you're considering refinancing or getting a home loan, listen up. This is Dale Hellestray, and when you need a mortgage, the team I use is led by my good friend, Jeff Locks. And here's why. Jeff and his team negotiate with over 50 lenders to find the best possible deal. Your home has gone way up in value over the past year, so why not utilize your home equity to reduce your monthly expenses or even pay off some debts? Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and if you obtained your current mortgage prior to 2020, you can save a lot of money. Here's the best part. There's absolutely absolutely no lender fees. Jeff is truly Arizona's low-cost lender with over 30 years of experience. So call Jeff Locks, and if Jeff can't save you money, you'll get a free $50 Amazon gift card. This is a winning play, so call Jeff today, 480-202-0692. That's 480-202-0692.
Jeff Locks, NMLS number 1003782, National Mortgage License number 181106, Bear Financial Group, AZMB-09047774, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Are you a planner? Bruce Jacobs here asking, do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a plan to call Harmon Solar, right? Should be at the top of your list to get solar now and enjoy huge savings next summer, up to 85% off your monthly bill. Then you can plan what to do with all that extra money. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
Distracted driving kills in Arizona. Life is more important than your phone's beep. Stop the distracted driving, Arizona, please. Sponsored by the Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, aired in cooperation with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Sip and save at Circle K with our great new drink subscription. Join Sip and Save today and enjoy one drink a day every day for just $5.99 a month. Enjoy your favorite Circle K ice cold fountain drink, Froster, or freshly ground coffee every day. That's 30 drinks a month for only $5.99. So sip and save at Circle K. Sign up in store or at CircleK.com. Circle K, take it easy.
Providing you with the latest sports news, commentary, and analysis.
So I am holding out, much to the chagrin of my dad. Don't be greedy. My agent said, so here's the deal. We're all right with the signing bonus. We'll get a little more there. But what we're fighting for is the third year and $20,000 on the third year.
What did your father say?
When it was all said and done, good job.
Jacobs and Helly on Arizona's new home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Stary Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona sports betting station, and we got lots of games for you to think about betting on. Over the weekend, Notre Dame is taking on North Carolina at 4 p.m. on Money Radio. Here on 1580 The Fanatic, you got GCU versus Western New Mexico. Sunday, you got the Dolphins and Bills in the morning. You got the Xfinity 500 in the middle of the day. And then in the afternoon, you got the Cowboys taking on the Vikings. Then on Monday, you got the Giants at the Chiefs. And that will be the last time we do the show at 2 p.m. on Mondays, because after that, the time change happens and everything kind of pushes later for us. So when you used to wake up on Sunday mornings in time to watch the 9 a.m. pregame, so you make sure you have all your fantasy football stuff. Well, now you get to sleep in a little bit. Now you get to just make sure you're up by 10 a.m., get your fantasy football figured out, and then boom, the game starts at 11. So I guess it's good in some ways. In other ways, it's bad because then it does start pushing some stuff later into the evening when you're done watching, say, Sunday Night Football. You turn around, you're like, holy crap, it's 9:30, So some of the things, it's not a good thing. Some things, I know you're laughing because Keon came from the East Coast where he was like sitting there going, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Why is this game starting now?
Yeah, this 9:30 business is still going to be very early for me, but yeah, I understand. I empathize.
Yeah, well, everything's relative, I guess, especially in the South. But I don't know where I was getting at here. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, time change. So after the time change, we won't be doing the 2 p.m. thing anymore. Right. By the way, last night in the World Series, when Ozzie Albies stole that base, he got everybody in the entire United States of these Americas free tacos.
How about that? Yeah, they're doing that again this year, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's great.
Three batters into the 2021 World Series. Bam, America, free tacos. You got the free tacos. You can collect the free nacho cheese Dorito Locos tacos. You can get those on Thursday, November 4th. Nacho cheese Dorito Locos tacos. Are those hot ones?
They're not really hot,
No.
but they're
Are they going to get you coming and going, or just going?
Well,
Probably
it's Taco,
both, yeah.
It's Taco Bell, so definitely both.
Yeah, there's definitely going, but well, whatever the case, you can thank Ozzy Albee for the free Taco Bell tacos when he stole that base. So whatever you think of him, that doesn't matter. We get free tacos. Have you ever collected on the free tacos or the free anything that like you're sitting at the game? It says you get a free this. Just show your ticket stub tomorrow. When you drive through Wendy's or whatever. Have you ever actually taken advantage of that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've done that before. As a matter of fact, the Diamondbacks used to have a thing. I don't know if they did this year because I didn't watch them because they were so damn horrible. I didn't watch any damn game. But anyway, if they win, they score 5 runs or more, you get 2 free crunchy tacos with the purchase of a large drink at Taco Bell. I used to take advantage of that.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know why. It just never occurred to me. It never occurred to me, and I feel like I've missed out.
I know when I lived in San Antonio, when they had the Spurs playoff games, if they won a playoff game at the Valero gas station, you got free coffee in the morning.
All right, well,
So
you can at least
pretty
get that yourself. I guess what my holdup has been, if I drive up through the drive-through and say, yes, I'd like the free tacos, please, that somebody in the back's like, great, more free tacos. It right in there, those little extra sneeze, and then I'm like, oh, thank you very much.
Or they just play dumb and make you look stupid. Just can I get the free tacos, please? The what?
What free tacos?
Never mind. I'll just.
I never had a problem.
Quesadilla.
Never had an issue
that you know of.
Well,
I'm just really suspicious. I'm just very suspicious. 888-368-1580. King Kitten says, Jeffrey, first pitch is at 5:09 Arizona time. I always round back so you guys aren't late. If I see it at 5:09 or 5:15, I'll say, hey, game's on at 5 o'clock so that you get there in time. I'm trying to help you out there.
Well, I mean, you've got to give Joe Buck an opportunity, A, to get his hair on straight, B, do some talking about absolutely nothing. And then that takes 9 minutes of air and space and time before they actually have the first pitch. So, yeah.
Do they? So this is another of those opportunities to learn more Spanish by pushing the SAP button because Joe Buck is calling this game. And I think because it's on the network TV, you can actually get that to happen.
I don't know why, but in baseball, I don't mind Joe Buck. Football, I hate him. But baseball, I don't mind him.
It's actually the other way around because in football, you can sort of stop talking for a moment and things happen or whatever. But in baseball, it seems like he talks more and more and more. And whoever, I don't even know who the other guy is with him because he never gets to talk. But Joe Buck just goes on and on and on. It's worse, I think, in baseball than football.
I think the pace of baseball, though, kind of plays more to his strength, which is just droning on constantly.
The pace.
You're in football, there are points where you want there to be punctuation and excitement coming from the broadcaster. And Joe Buck is still going like this to the 20.
Yeah, he's like a flat line, man.
It was made worse yesterday by the fact that when it was 5:09 yesterday when the game started. By the time Keon and I left, it was still the first inning. It was still the first damn inning. Like an hour later, it's still the first inning.
Well, the Braves got up and proceeded to start whooping ass. They opened that can of whoop ass early. Jorge Soler led it off with a home run. First guy in the history of baseball to do it in the first inning of a World Series, hit a home run.
But
first guy ever.
But don't. Can I say why don't? There's only 2 runs scored in the first inning. So it's not like they were just shelling them for the full 6 runs. It was just a couple of home runs. The pace is so painfully slow.
Well, that was intentional on the part of the Braves. They knew against yesterday's pitcher for the Astros, the guy throws a lot of pitches down. They were taking a lot of pitches down. Take. That slows the game down. That's why I keep saying these people that have come up with these cockamamie ideas about speeding up the game, you'll never do it. Never, ever, ever, never. Because when you scout a pitcher and you have a strategy against a guy and it means you're going to make that pitcher throw at least 5 to 7 pitches at every at bat.
I'm in. Okay, I enjoy watching a good baseball game. But see, when I go to watch one, I know what I'm in for, and I account for that. But yesterday, realizing that almost an entire hour went by before the second inning started, Yeah, that makes a hard argument for the new people coming in going,
what
the
argument
hell?
you going to make here? You're going
That
to
you
make the guy
should
go up
watch,
and swing?
that you should watch the baseball. I'm trying to say, when you're trying to bring new viewers and new people into baseball, when do they usually watch? The World Series or some sort of playoff. And when you see one inning take that long, you're going to lose some newbies, man. I'm just saying.
Then go the hell away because you don't understand the game. The game goes like this. You get guys up there for the Atlanta Braves. They've scouted this pitcher. They know that his nasty stuff is this biting, hard-breaking pitch that's down in the zone. So don't swing. Don't swing at it. Wait till he throws something up in the zone. That's what the Braves did. They executed perfectly, and they came away with a 6-2 victory.
Well, I don't think you're going to survive saying, well, then go the hell away if you don't like it. Because, I'm just saying, it really took forever. I don't know that it needed to. But you say
I'm sorry you feel that
as a strategic move by the Braves, it needed to take forever.
And the Astros had some really, really long at bats too in that first inning.
It
wasn't all the Braves. I mean, the Astros took their time, and of course, I don't know. There are some things that you can do to try and speed up the game. Like you have guys, they'll stand in the batter's box and they'll be ready to go, and then no, I'm going to take a step back and readjust my gloves for the 13 billionth time. There are little tweaks there that maybe you can do, but yeah, to Randy's point, I don't know how you could have sped up some of those at bats.
Moist One says Dusty Baker took 2 minutes during one pitching change. I don't understand.
Yeah,
that
you know why he did that? Because he gave the guy in the bullpen a little more time to continue to warm up.
Why wasn't he already warmed up?
He was warming, but he gave Dusty Baker, a good manager, an experienced manager, went out there and gave this pitcher, because he probably knew this guy takes a little extra time to actually get loose. And it's a World Series. You want to make sure the guy doesn't come in cold. He's got the jitters, the first few pitches, you get real nervous. He gave this guy an opportunity to throw a few more pitches and keep warming.
Well, I just worry that you're not really bringing yourself any new eyeballs if you keep dragging stuff out so long. But like I said, I enjoy it. I'll watch tonight. I'm looking forward to this game. And boy, how happy are we going to be if the Braves are actually able to take 2 away? This means that within the next 3 games, it is over. There's no way Houston comes back home being down 2-0, right? Or is that like their thing?
Well, I don't know if it's their thing, but when you have an offense as potent as theirs, I would never say no chance, because they can just get hot. But there's a good chance the Braves win tonight. Max Fried is, in my opinion, their best pitcher, and to have him go out in game 2 after the performance of Charlie Morton, gritting out that injury and being able to come away with the victory, you got a game 2 where your best pitcher's on the mound.
Yeah,
that gives you a chance to take 2 games and have a commanding lead in the series.
Yeah, I thought maybe that was going to be their strategy, and I wonder how surprised the Braves are. They're like, "Holy crap, we won!" Wow.
No, I don't know that they think that. I think they kind of said, "Well, hey, our plan worked."
I think we can all agree that the man of the day, though, is Morton.
Yeah,
taking a
100%,
fracture to the leg, and then coming back out there pitching some more, striking guys out, and then going, okay, maybe I better go to the doctor.
And that's the leg that he pushes off with, too.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't until he was like grimacing in pain, and they're like, ooh, something is definitely wrong here. Moist One says, yeah, I get it. Not a great move as far as trying to grow the game. Listen, I imagine, Randy's tired of people trying to change stuff, but just that moment for the initiated to baseball, it wasn't a great moment. Senior Wake and Bake says, sup, fellas? Randy, glad you're back. I feel like you maybe left Jeffrey alone too long with Keon, because he was starting to act WNBA-ish. Example, he was trying to talk women's soccer all of a sudden. Dude, that was yesterday, and Randy was here for that, and it was a joke. It was a joke. I was screwing with you. Fubar 1000 says, so my question is, that's about the game on Thursday. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Boy, lots of stuff developing in relation to the Cardinals and Packers game on Thursday. We'll get to that in el momento. Fed Fan says, hi, guys. I just now got a chance to listen. I mailed your pumpkin package today. Jeffrey, I did forget to put one of your items in the box. I'll mail that on Thursday or Friday. For your information, here's the tracking number. All right, ready? Everybody write this down.
Okay.
1ZX04Y090357.
Wait, that was an X? Did you ZX?
498300.
Why is can you one what?
I think I'm missing several letters.
How about I just forward it to you? You don't have to do that, Fed fan. I feel you're spending all this time, effort, and money on sending us goodies. We always appreciate goodies. Listen, we do appreciate that, but I feel bad you're going through all this to do that. But thank you. Let's see. Fish Tank says the Braves have not lost a single home game all postseason. BTW.
Yeah, it's tough to play there. Look, that's a city that has been waiting for their moment, for their chance to be in a World Series for God knows how long. And here it is. They show up and make it a difficult place to play.
Oh yeah.
Blissful Hayes says, I'm proud to say I have not listened to Joe Buck announce a game in 10 years. I hit the mute button and listened to Monster Magnet Radio. Whatever the hell that is. Announcers are all horrible and not needed, just like kickers and punters. Well, I mean, a good announcer makes a difference in a game. Al McCoy, is the best ever and still is a call in the basketball game. And, of course, Vin Scully was amazing. Even if you aren't a Dodgers fan, Al Michaels, I mean, a little sleepy now, but still amazing at what he does. But I don't see why you'd say all Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner, they do a good game. I mean, I'm sure that for as many bad examples, we can give you some good ones.
Yeah. I don't know how anybody feels about Gus Johnson. He gets very excited, but you know what? That's part of it too for me. He makes the game exciting to watch.
Yeah.
He's
better
than
announcer,
boring. But he's too much of an Ohio State guy. And every game he calls, he's got to do some Ohio State reference. I wish the guy wouldn't do that.
Cause says Rattlers used to give out free chalupas if they scored over 50 points in a game. Ooh, you get a lot of free chalupas from that. Floppy Bumper says, if you think Joe Buck is bad, you should hear the radio broadcast. It is miserable. Oh, I don't know where that was, but yeah. We didn't carry it.
I think it's on the ESPN radio.
Screw them. King Kitten says Coyotes used to have an excellent promotion, $4 burger at Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers that I took advantage of multiple times. Oh, that's cool. I need to start doing that more often, I think. Got to start thinking about it. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, let's talk a little bit about the Phoenix Suns who played tonight, some other things that are happening in the NBA. Then I promise when we jump in, when we dive in, we're talking a whole lot of NFL football. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
I'm Cisco Miranda, owner of Miranda Delivery Service. As a business owner, my job is to provide the best quality service for our customers. Affinity Technology helped us reinvent our business processes, using technology to make us more efficient. I didn't know I needed technology consulting, but my ROI has been off the charts. Affinity Technology has saved us more than 80 man-hours a week and has helped me get back to what I do best, focus on my customers. Visit atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com and see how better technology processes can help your small business.
When you run a business, you need to be in control. And while you can't control everything that happens in the world of business, you can definitely take control of your utility expenses with the help of Harmon Solar. Give them a call and see how your company can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
If you're considering refinancing or getting a home loan, listen up. This is Dale Hellestray, and when you need a mortgage, the team I use is led by my good friend, Jeff Locks. And here's why. Jeff and his team negotiate with over 50 lenders to find the best possible deal. Your home has gone way up in value over the past year, so why not utilize your home equity to reduce your monthly expenses or even pay off some debts? Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and if you obtained your current mortgage prior to 2020, you can save a lot of money. Here's the best part. There's absolutely absolutely no lender fees. Jeff is truly Arizona's low-cost lender with over 30 years of experience. So call Jeff Locks, and if Jeff can't save you money, you'll get a free $50 Amazon gift card. This is a winning play, so call Jeff today, 480-202-0692. That's 480-202-0692.
Jeff Locks, NMLS number 1003782, National Mortgage License number 181106, Bear Financial Group, AZMB-0904774, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Mortgage interest rates remain near historic lows. So whether you're wanting to lower your interest rate, take cash out to remodel your home, or pay off credit card or installment debt, now is the perfect time to refinance or purchase a home. Call David White at 480-244-6625, 480-244-6625 to review your mortgage options and to take advantage of David's 32 years of industry experience, incredible customer service, and competitive interest rates. We shop the market for the best interest rates, so you don't have to. So call David at 480-244-6625. That's 480-244-6625. Call David now to discuss your mortgage options and before interest rates go up at 480-244-6625. That's 480-244-6625. Call David now to learn how to receive an appraisal credit with a closed loan. Don't wait. Call today. David White, NMLS 322907 of AmeriFirst Financial, Inc., NMLS 145368, an equal housing opportunity lender.
Get your college game on. Get ready for the fight songs. Get ready for the traditions. Get ready for the rivalries. It's college football.
He's gone. There he goes. Through the line. He'll take it to the house, 90 yards.
And we've got the games you want to hear.
Wide open to the tight end. Rolls to the end zone.
College football lives on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
David Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. And oh my God, I have a text on the text line I just was not ready to see. Was not expecting to see Fubar 1000 say, I'm confused. What the hell's wrong with Joe Buck? He's awesome. Maybe pump the brakes on calling the U.S. Open, but Joe Buck is awesome. And then he says, go sucky, you Arizona, losing this week. You suck so much, you Arizona. Don't deserve to win, even if you do. Suck it, you Arizona. Wow, he really hates you, Arizona.
You pretty difficult on U of A, huh?
Miss Sprinkle says, Jubilee Brown. He's given him 6 inches in the post. There you go. Fish Tank says, I'm obligated to love John Smoltz, but the new drinking game is when John Smoltz says the word you drink. The only insight is he has stories about himself. So yeah, you'll be gone within no time. 888-368-1580. So let's take a moment and talk about what's going on tonight. At 7:00, you got the Phoenix Suns hosting the Sacramento Kings. Foregone conclusion, this should be a W. I mean, the Suns are heavily favored. The over-under is 224.5. Phoenix is got 8 on the spread, and the money line is minus 360. So I guess if you want to bet on the Sacramento Kings, why would you do that? I mean, there's really not a whole lot of value in this at all, is there?
No, not unless you think the Kings are at least going to cover the spread, because they're not winning. That's for sure.
Well, the spread, like I said, is 8, and it does not bode well that the Phoenix Suns are going to have any problem with the Kings. I think it's just a automatic W, unless somebody knows something about the Kings that I don't. Although I will say this, they have the exact same record.
Yeah, but I mean, we're 3 games into the season. That's happened sometimes. You got teams that are not very good, like the Kings. The Kings do have some good players, like some young players that are kind of upstart kind of guys. They're going to win games every now and then, but over the course of a season, no, they ought not to beat teams like the Suns and the record that they're sporting right now. That's about the kind of percentage we should expect from them all year, like 1 in every 3 games.
Well, we might think the Suns are a more dominant team, but according to this little article that I'm reading here about tonight's game, The Suns surrendered a 3-3 game split. Kings last year. They underplay when they go against the Kings. And also last year, the Suns surrendered 113.7 points per game to the Kings. That's the third most given up by them to any other Western Conference team. So they have a struggle against the Kings. They have a history of struggling against the Kings.
Berg says, so do the Suns cover? The spread is 8. You would imagine so? I mean, yeah, I think they should.
I think
they should.
But
given what I just read, I don't know.
And also just the Kings are a good shooting team. And that makes it really difficult to figure out whether or not, the Suns are going to cover the 8 points, because you could be up, 10, 12 points late, and then a couple of threes. Maybe it doesn't win the game for Sacramento, but it covers the spread.
Sorry, I had a yawn there. You couldn't just fill in a few more words? You saw me yawning.
I didn't expect it to take so long.
I'm not bored. I forgot to take my vitamins today. So if I seem a little slower than normal, that's why. I have these vitamins that I take. It's a little B12, a little vitamin C, and other things. I don't know. My wife
all the good stuff.
My wife just lines them up for me, and I forgot to do that today. So sorry about that. 888-368-1580. Papa Mike says, Fubar, where is this hatred for you, Arizona, coming from? Hang in there. They'll win a game, maybe in our lifetime even.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't count on it. Fed fan says, don't assume the Kings are weak. They stayed competitive with Golden State all the way through till the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yes, but did Golden State cover the spread? 888-368-1580. Okay, so there's some other things happening in the NBA. Guess who's hurt? What a shock. LeBron James now showing you why they brought Russell Westbrook to the Lakers. Never intended on them playing together much, because it's always weird when they do. But when Russell Westbrook goes off on his own, well, there's a whole new story, isn't there?
There is. And LeBron James has been an Iron Man for a lot of his career, but you're in year 19. Like, sorry, LeBron, you're old. And when that happens, you get injured and you miss time. And I know he's been trying to extend time, but no, you're going to have these moments. And that's what you bring in Russell Westbrook for. And hopefully there's a balance there for them.
You know what he is? Russell Westbrook is basically LeBron James' backup quarterback. If you think about it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's LeBron insurance.
Yep. And he's good insurance too, man. That is good insurance.
Yeah. There's a guy that doesn't need a ton of help. He can go out, make his own shots, create his own shots.
It's like having Kurt Warner behind you. You know what I mean? You're a lesser quarterback, but you got Kurt Warner behind you. Oh, we've seen that story before, haven't we? So, yeah, he's going to miss his second straight game with that ankle injury. It's a high right ankle sprain. And, of course, you got to be more careful when you flop. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. You flop. You just got to make sure you don't get your legs tangled up.
I don't think he was flopping there.
He's always flopping, Keon. LeBron James is always flopping. By the way, he's pissing people off left and right. He always seems to spark controversy with the things he says. But this one, remember when LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they were talking on camera about the Squid Game, that TV. I haven't seen it on the Netflix. It's a Squid Game. Basically, it's for a South Korean show, I think.
Yeah.
And basically, it's like Hunger Games, but everybody just get blown away by these dudes in masks. They're just shooting people left and right. And I saw a brief preview, so I don't really know what the hell it's about, but that's the best description I came away from. Hunger Games, dudes in masks just blowing people away left and right.
Yeah, basically they're games that they make them play. You lose the games. The guys.
Oh, you saw it?
You. No, but I've read them more. People I know watch the show and they've been telling me about it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't think I'm going to watch it. This doesn't appeal to me. I didn't even watch the Hunger Games movies because they didn't, a bunch of kids killing each other. I mean, if there were kids in my neighborhood that walk through my yard, yes, I'd be completely into that. But no, it's never what you want it to be. So I don't bother. Anyway, so now the show creator of the Squid Game heard about LeBron James. I guess he was complaining about the ending. I don't know what the ending is, so I can't even spoil it for you. But LeBron was critical about it. And so now the guy who wrote the show says, oh, really? Well, you don't like my ending? Have you seen Space Jam 2? Have you seen?
Oh. Wow.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
Straight fire.
He tried to smooth it over. He says, "Oh, LeBron James is cool. He can say what he wants. I respect that. I'm very thankful he watched the whole series, but I wouldn't change my ending. Maybe he can make his own sequel. I'll check it out. Maybe send him a message saying, hey, I liked your whole show, except for that ending." You know. By the way, there's some elementary schools in New York who have banned Squid Game Halloween costumes, and sure, they won't be the last, because once you realize what that show's about, maybe not.
It's very violent, not at all for children, but also when you ban a costume, usually kids just want to wear it more.
Yeah.
So
there's
there's that.
You can't wear it to school. Floppy Bumper says, how'd you feel about Dune, Jeffrey? To me, it was like every other movie made in the last 10 years. Androgynous teenagers running around doing stuff. I tried to watch the original Dune, but that was back when I was a kid and I got very bored. And so I've never seen the original. And who the hell is this Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong kid? Why is he in everything right now? He's in the new Willy Wonka. He's in the new Edward Scissorhands. It's like,
is that not how Hollywood works? Like you just see somebody and they're in like 5 different movies at once. I don't know. That's always been my experience.
He looks annoying to me. He has a
maybe that's why he's in the movies.
He's a punchable face.
Does he?
Punchable face.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
No, not
punchable
really.
face. Maybe I need to watch something with him in it and then be like, oh, he's a great actor. He's a great actor. But so far, punchable face.
I haven't actually seen any of the things that he's in, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen anything with Timothy Chalamet, Chamaloo, boo, boo, boo?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
All right.
I don't know what this Squid Game is, and I don't know who the hell this.
He's not in that. He's not in that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Big George says, hey guys, happy hump day. I'm glad Randy's back. Hope everything's well with your family there, Randy, and God bless you. Jeffrey, I hear you. I'm in the same boat. When I'm off my vitamins and meds, I get very tired. Okay, for the record, I'm not on meds. just some vitamins, because getting up there in some years. So taking my daily dosages of happy pills. Fubar 1000 says, just so we're clear, Jeffrey has the education of the smartest human being on the planet. He is Mensa certified and go ASU. Wow. Thanks, Fubar 1000. That's amazing.
Wow.
Sure. Appreciate that. Fish Tank says, I enjoyed Dune. Kind of thought it was ripping off some Star Wars stuff till I realized the book was written in the 60s. So maybe George Lucas is the thief.
No, George Lucas said he's been inspired by Dune. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, nerds. Glendale Runner says, remember when you were kids and you'd see on the back of baseball cards a guy who played 15 plus seasons? You'd think, oh my God, that guy is old.
Yeah.
LeBron is now that guy. And so is Tom Brady. And so is a lot of people. I got to say, I'm like 51, but I don't seem like any 51-year-old I ever knew. You know what I mean? When I was younger. I'm not saying, oh, I'm youthful. Yeah, I got my gray hairs. Oh, yes. I got my creaks and stuff, but am I just kidding myself? Or do if you look at me and you go, he's like every other 51-year-old I've ever seen in my life. Maybe I am. Maybe I am kidding myself, but I feel pretty good.
That kind of thing never happens to you. The older you get, the more youthful you become.
Yeah. I feel the same inside. I'll see myself sometimes. And in the morning, I'm like, hey, old man, how'd you get in here? Oh, no, that's me. That's just me. It's okay.
Punch the mirror just
yeah. I'm a little creaky for that. Just I'm not reaching that far. Floppy Bumper says, getting down on the old Centrum Silver, huh, Jeffrey? Guano. Hey, Jeffrey's on the beta blockers. Soon he's gonna need him some blue blockers. All right. Okay. Well, listen, a lot of you bastards are older than me, so shut up. Speaking of which, Papa Mike, he says the roof at State Farm Stadium will be open for Thursday night football. Randy, we're going to need a weather report on that. We're going to need to see what the weather is going to be like.
Thursday night
be okay.
Football.
I feel like it'll still be in the 80s about that time.
I feel as though it's going to be a great night for football from the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center. Chief Meteorologist Randy White coming at you live and direct. 88 for the high tomorrow. 54 overnight. And generally what happens is as the sun goes down, the temperatures start dropping as well in the desert. And we should be about mid-70s by the time the sun drops lower in the sky.
No, according to record, it should be 85 degrees at 5 p.m.
Well, it's 5 p.m. on 5 p.m. It'll be about 79 degrees. Don't argue with the
Randy,
TV
we got to go to
Jeffrey.
break, Randy. We got to go to break. But it'll be 85 at 5 p.m., 83 at 6 p.m.
Well, next time you do the damn weather report, then I'm done.
Well, I'm just looking at a phone app. Now he's pissed.
Yeah, he's walked off.
He's really just getting whiskey. Every time he does that, he's just using that as an excuse to get some more alcohol. That's fine. All right, guys, that's 1 hour down and 2 to go. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
You might not know it, but your small business IT systems can leave you and your customers vulnerable. At Affinity Technology, we provide peace of mind by ensuring your computer systems are working and are safe from hackers and outside threats. We solve technology problems for small business. No confusing tech talk or black box setups. If it plugs in, we work with it. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
Business people like it honest and to the point. So here it is. Take control of your utility expenses by calling Harmon Solar right now. They can save you up to 80% on that monthly electric bill. Level your energy costs and protect yourself from inflation. There, Bruce Jacobs telling you straight and to the point. Here's more. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go online to harmonsolar.com.
Distracted driving is dangerous, Arizona. When you pick up your phone to send a text message, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to take a call, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to check an email, you're putting lives at risk. And now, when you pick up your phone while driving, it's also against the law in Arizona. Don't get a ticket. Don't pick up your phone. Sponsored by Arizona Chapter, National Safety Council, and Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Sip and save at Circle K with our great new drink subscription. Join Sip and Save today and enjoy one drink a day every day for just $5.99 a month. Enjoy your favorite Circle K ice cold fountain drink, Froster, or freshly ground coffee every day. That's 30 drinks a month for only $5.99. So sip and save at Circle K. Sign up in store or at CircleK.com. Circle K, take it easy.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time. For what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, buddy, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar Studio in Scottsdale. And Randy, I got to apologize. I did not take into consideration temperature inside the stadium. King of Kittens, you're right. The open roof drops the temperature and drives up the sale of sweatshirts, and that's why they'll probably have the place a little bit air conditioned before they open that roof. And yeah, it's going to be warmer tomorrow than it is today. I know that today it's 10 degrees cooler than it's going to be tomorrow night.
Yes.
But
yes,
the actual city temperature is looking to be 83 to 84 degrees. But inside in the shade, what you were trying to say, and I interrupted, and I apologize, is that it will be cooler there.
I may or may not accept your apology. I don't know at this time.
All right, see if I give a crap. 888-368-1580. What?
I have the radio station has invested all of this technology in my expertise of meteorology, and you just totally discredited the art, the science of meteorology, and so I may or may not accept your apology.
I may or may not care. You know what? I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do to try to provide accurate reporting on this here radio station, as is our duty. I remember I had to send in and get that little FCC license when I was a young radio kid. You had to take a test to get that license back when rocks were soft. Keon,
that's correct.
Keon just had to show up for work.
Yeah.
So that's more or less how it happened.
So at least 66% of us take this very seriously, is what I'm trying to say, Randy.
Yep.
66% of the Daily Blender does take it seriously. And I already apologize. So I don't care if you accept it or not.
Wait, hold on. I take this seriously.
No, you
and
don't.
I resent that fully. I do take this seriously.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
You don't care. 888-368-1580.
I didn't get paid the first 2 years I did radio.
Well, you're not going to get paid the first 2 years you're here either. So what's your point?
That I'm taking this seriously.
Fairweather Dan, what are you? What is this? Okay, guys, stop sending me links to the text line. I can't do anything with that. If you want to send me a link or a video, you got to send it to blender@1580thefanatic.com. He says, oh no, it's the Hangover games. It's super funny. It's a blend of the Hangover and Hunger Games. Oh, it's one of those parody movies they always do, like the scary movies and whatever. Yeah, there's always parody movies being made about all the other parody movies. And I promise it's funny, because I don't want to waste my time if it's just lame. Because sometimes those things are just damn lame.
Yeah.
I would say most of them are. The ones that are funny are really funny, but it's like 10%.
Have you seen that one?
I've not.
Oh. Fairweather Dan, would you guarantee it with your life?
Wow.
It's ominous.
Yeah, if I don't like
everything just went dark all of a sudden.
If I don't like it, I get to kill you. I wonder if there's FCC regulations against that.
I think you're talking about the squid thing now, aren't you again?
I think there are just Arizona regulations against that involving, the police and the law.
But not if he says I can. If he guarantees it with his life, that's a binding contract.
I'm pretty sure that's not how the federal government's going to take that.
Okay, fine. He guarantees it with his life, and then I own him as a human being. No, that's probably not good either.
Yeah, there's definitely an amendment about that one. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a way here. I want
just move
solid
right along.
Damn guarantee.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Mr. Wilbur says, Randy, don't fall for it, because one of those clowns in the fourth dimension are going to bring up the fact that the roof open may cause people to get colder, which causes shrinkage, and they're going to bring up our quarterback again.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that what Wilbur just did right there? That was like a sly way of him getting a Kyler Murray joke in.
Yeah,
I'm still fuming over the fact that you took over my weather for
me. It's when it's like when movies make fun of themselves for how ridiculous they are. They get to keep being ridiculous because they made fun of it. If you say the Kyler Murray joke and accuse other people of doing it, then you get to make the joke. Just sneak it in there. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
I think you're just being easy on him because he's blind. You know what? That's just wrong, Randy. That is wrong, because he doesn't want your pity or your charity. What he wants is to be treated like any other person on this text line. So when Mr. Wilbur is tricky or blunt, either way, he gives you a short joke. By God, you owe him a flag thrown.
Do I though?
I think so. Yes.
I think Randy's.
He's still just mad about the weather.
Yeah,
thing.
like he's gonna say something along the lines of, "Why don't you throw the flag?" Since
yeah, since you do my weather reports, just throw the damn flag too.
I apologize. What more do you want?
I'm beginning to learn Randy as a person. He can be petty.
Yeah, I'm asking. What do you want?
I want $100,000 in small unmarked bills and a helicopter full of gas, and don't ask me where I'm going. That's all I want from you.
If I had all that, I'd be gone. Where did Jeffrey go? Fairweather Dan says no guarantee. Oh, well, that makes me sad now. Just a Tip says, so you're sitting around a keg of puppers with your pals the other day, and you find out that today is National American Beer Day. Sadly, Sam Adams, Anchor, Yuengling, some of the American-made beers are still American-owned. Randy, pour several Anchor Steams for whoever wants one, who's at a place where they can safely get hammered, please and thank you. By the way, yes, I did have that today is American Beer Day. I can even have a Guinness. Why? Because there's a Guinness Brewery in Baltimore. Honestly, the beer they make there is not as good. They make that, it's like a Baltimore Guinness Blonde or something. It's a little bit like, that's not quite right.
Huh.
But I drank a whole 6 of it once just because you can't waste it. But I guess I could drink one of those if I had to. Senior Wake and Bake says, so Randy, have you rehearsed your superb Super Bowl speech for the Cardinals yet?
I have no Super Bowl speech at this time. I'm on to Green Bay, and that's tomorrow night, and that's all that I'm focusing on at this time for the Big Red Machine.
Moist One says, I've never seen a 51-year-old with such soft lips. Yeah, we're going to turn off the cameras now because he's creeping me the hell out. Mr. Pink Eye says, Jeffrey needs the herbs. No, I'm good. I'm high in life. Leave me alone. Let's see. Fubar 1000 says, so Mr. Wilbur is suggesting that Kyler Murray is turtleized junk because of the. No, he's just asking. Fubar 1000 was just asking. I don't know why I'm sticking up for him, but he's just asking the question, trying to understand what Wilbur was saying. Wilbur, who you let off the hook without even any bit of a scowl.
Mm-hmm.
Jagdog says Thursday's National Bring Your Favorite Hooker to Work Day. I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think that's a thing either.
That is not a thing.
The group of people, whoever they are, that decides what a national whatever day is, that is absolutely not a thing.
But if it were, who's your favorite hooker?
I don't.
You tell us yours first.
Well, you guys don't watch rugby? That's actually a position in rugby.
Is it? Okay. Well, I don't watch enough rugby.
What did you guys think? Come on. Against the spread, and I would never steer you wrong in Jagdog. None of us would.
Mm-hmm. No.
Against the spread, it says, Jeffrey, I heard you wanted to buy people. You wanted to own some. Well, that's no problem this day and age. Just buy a Nike shoe factory in China, like LeBron James did. By the way, Penis Cancer is calling out Nike for their silence over human rights issues in China. Every now and then, it seems like Penis Cancer just wants to be in the news because, he's very much been taking a stance on this issue, about, Nike having, children working in their factories and stuff. I wonder if Penis Cancer has a cell phone from iPhone, because I think that's the same kind of thing there. But he's picking on the Nike, and fair enough, because if there is slave labor in China making these shoes, or indentured servitude where they're just getting pennies a day kind of thing, that is something Nike should be held accountable for.
Yeah, though I do think Inez Cantor, I don't think he's just trying to be in the news, because I do know it's
Penis Cancer.
I'm gonna call him what his parents called him. Inez Cantor.
Well, they named him Penis Cancer, but they did.
He's not allowed to go back to his home country because of political stance he took there. So
he's just swinging away at everything, isn't he?
So I don't think this is a desire to just be in the news, whether or not you like him or
well,
not.
good for him. No, listen, I agree. If all of this is, I was kidding. I didn't say he was just saying that, but this is a guy who's got a lot of convictions on what is right and wrong in the world. And okay, good for him. They call out Nike. I mean, fat lot of good it'll do.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to shrug or just ignore that you exist, which is their go-to move,
and
just keep doing what they're doing.
And I just really wanted to share that because I love saying Penis Cancer. 888-368-1580. Baby Got Dak says, hey, guys, Randy, remember what Josh Rosen and Steve Wilkes did to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? I am pretty sure the Cardinals are going to lay the smackdown on Green Bay, worse than even last time.
I would agree with you that the Cardinals have played the Green Bay Packers strong. the last several times they have played them, and even last year in the hallowed grounds of where is it there in the Green Bay, the Lambeau Field. The Cardinals did come away with a W there, and I think this very well will happen again tomorrow night.
So there are some things that have developed. J.J. Watt not playing on Thursday night. DeAndre Hopkins is questionable. Those are two pieces that are really damn important for the Cardinals to guarantee a win. Of course, there's a lot of COVID running through the Packers organization right now. As you see this landscape, does this stop being an easy game now, Randy, or is this more of a still, it's fine, we're going to kick stomp them?
I never, ever, ever, ever said this was an easy game. I simply inferred that the Cardinals will be victorious. That's all I've ever done.
All right. Well, it is official on J.J. Watt not playing. We don't know for sure about DeAndre Hopkins. What is wrong with DeAndre Hopkins? He's got a hamstring injury or something?
Well, I heard it was a hamstring or something like maybe a quad, a hamstring, maybe. I don't exactly know. But, knowing DeAndre Hopkins, this is not unusual for him. I wouldn't rule him out until the game starts and he's not in the lineup. I think he'll be in the lineup. I think he'll be ready to go.
I want to see some sort of metric on this, and that is gamesmanship of people being on injury reports. And then suddenly they're okay to play, that kind of stuff. Do they still monkey with that? Or is it now just you can actually take the injury reports as honest, at least on who they're saying is hurt?
I think you can take it as honest, mostly because the league has spent a good amount of time cracking down on teams that are messing around with it. And as we move into the point where gambling's a bigger and bigger thing, and that money and the NFL is moving in with, FanDuel and DraftKings and all that, they know how much the injury report matters to gamblers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to take any chances with that. And the league's going to crack down on anybody that's trying to mess around with the injury report.
Legs can be broken. Blissful Hayes says, why isn't J.J. Watt playing? Well, he's got a shoulder injury. That's all I know. Somehow he's nursing a shoulder injury.
But keep in mind, though, Cardinal fans, that Chandler Jones is coming back. And so is that Zach Allen, or is that his
Zach
name?
Galifianakis?
No, Zach, the defensive lineman that had the sacks that does the thriller thing when he makes a sack. Yeah, he's coming back. So
Zach Gallen?
No. Allen. What's his name? The hell's his name?
Zach Allen.
Zach Allen. See, I had it right.
Oh, I was close. Blissful Hayes says, is load management maybe the reason? I thought that for a moment myself when I saw it's like, okay, well, now you've got a depleted Green Bay Packers. You just say, hey, let's have you sit this one out. But why couldn't they just have him go to the game and, let him start and then sit him down? Why can't you just do that? You don't have to do that load management NBA shell game, do you? I mean, would you have to fake an injury?
Well, no,
to keep a guy out?
I don't think they're going to fake an injury. I think that J.J. Watt, being the guy who he is, has played really well this season. He's probably a little dinged up, and to be honest with you, this is not a division game or a conference game, a Western Conference game. This is a game that is, although important, it's not going to prevent you from going to the Super Bowl. So they're probably taking the cautious route with J.J. Watt, knowing that Chandler Jones is coming back, and the fact that they have 11 days off after they play this game. They're going to give him an extended rest.
And Megatron says you can only dress 48 of the 53 guys. What, the other guys got to stand around naked?
Well, no, the dress as in wear pads. Everybody else is.
Why can't you just have them all in pads?
I don't know, but
it doesn't make any sense.
But you've seen it before. Guys standing on the sideline that have been told, okay, you can't play, and they're wearing the t-shirt and shorts, or they're wearing the hoodie or whatever, because they're not allowed to actually put on the pads and uniform because they're not part of the active.
Many things about the NFL do not make sense to me.
I 100% agree. And I will go back to what we were saying earlier about J.J. Watt. This is a Thursday night game. Just the short rest. If you think that there might be something wrong with him, it is the better long-term play to say, we're not going to make you play football 4 days after you just played football.
Right.
If you've got a shoulder thing.
No, listen, I'm all good with that, but I don't see why there's any reason for the misdirection. If you just say, hey, we're going to rest him a game. Rest the guy a game. Big deal. Who's going to complain?
I don't think that anyone's going to, but if there's something legitimately wrong with his shoulder, then they put that on the injury report, then that's why he's not playing.
Fair enough. Megatron, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. First Calf Mike says, I've got a weather report. There's a cold shoulder coming off Randy right now. Okay, listen.
But only for Jeffrey. I love the rest of you guys, but Jeffrey can suck it.
This is just Randy acting up because this is not even about me. This is about the fact that the CRC Broadcasting put out a ton of money for all that equipment and sent him to some training and to some seminars for that. And somehow Radio Ron got a hold of some videos somebody emailed in and showed what happens at those seminars and those conferences. And he was rejected this year to attend those conferences after what happened last year. So no, he's just taking it out on me.
What do you mean?
He doesn't get to go to the conferences.
That is bull hockey. There's no truth to that whatsoever. You just simply interrupted my very important weather update that one of the listeners asked me to provide, and you just interrupted me, gave false information, and therefore you hurt my feelings. So there you go.
No, it's fine. If I need to be the lightning rod for your rage that you have to miss the conferences because
it's absolute bull hockey.
Of those
There's
videos,
no truth to this in any way, shape,
Radio
or form.
Ron has not only received but enjoyed immensely and forwarded to most everybody we know. But
who did Radio Ron take to the owner's tent at the Phoenix Open? This guy right here.
Sure. And that's probably never going to happen again either. You got to learn to have a little moderation, Randy. That's all I'm saying. So
Look,
if
when
you
it's
need
free
to take it out on your old pal Jeffrey, I just have
I'm not taking anything out. You just stepped all over my damn weather report. It's very important. You can't do that.
No, that's fine, Randy. That's fine.
What if a typhoon was bearing down
Right
and you
here.
get false information?
Your longtime friend Jeffrey, just go ahead.
Yeah,
Send the lightning my way. I'll take it. I'll
don't
take it.
worry. I am.
That's
yeah.
I try. 888-368-1580.
So lightning coming your way.
Okay. Mr. Pink Eye says Randy wants a Bitcoin. Maybe then he'll forgive you. If I give you
I
a
want
Bitcoin,
a Bitcoin. I want a Tom Brady helmet, 2 jerseys. I want Mike Evans jockstrap. I want a handful of keys and a parachute. I want all that.
I feel like I could just dangle keys and distract you, and that'd be enough.
Probably could.
Just look at there.
You know how I am.
And it might be closer to affording that Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is worth even less today than it was yesterday.
Oh, did it go down?
It's $58,000 today.
Oh, geez.
Now the guy is starting to be like, I should have kept the ball.
You maybe cash that Bitcoin in today before your Bitcoin isn't worth anything next week.
Should have kept the ball. Hamilton Porter says, did you guys hear they are trying to make a second trick-or-treat day the Saturday before Halloween, kind of like All Saint Practice Day? What? I didn't know that, but it makes sense because right now you get the Halloween is on a Sunday. Okay. And of course, now some kids will be completely freaked out on a sugar high or a letdown or whatever that happens the next day after Halloween. But then when you have trick or treat in the middle of the week during a school night, kind of weird. So I think they should do unto Halloween what they do unto Thanksgiving. Make it the last Saturday night in each October. What do you guys think about that?
No, makes a ton of sense. Makes a ton of sense.
Then my birthday's not on Halloween anymore. And again, all the damn jokes can stop. How'd that be nice?
That seems a little bit more personal, but also true.
Some things are about me, Keon. Some things are about me. Just saying.
Okay.
All right. We got to take a break. When we come back, let's talk a little more about what may or may not happen on Thursday night. We also have the injury report for you. All the ins and outs and issues and hurts and owies that happen in the football, plus a bunch of other stuff too. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
Chances are the technology you work with every day is an afterthought until it isn't working. Technical problems can throw a wrench in your day, but computer security issues can expose you and your customers to serious risk. Affinity Technology builds custom IT solutions that help small businesses thrive. No system is too complicated. If it plugs in, we work with it. Affinity Technology runs Arizona businesses. Contact us today at atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com. Affinity Technology.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Sip and save at Circle K with our great new drink subscription. Join Sip and Save today and enjoy 1 drink a day every day for just $5.99 a month. Enjoy your favorite Circle K ice cold fountain drink, Froster, or freshly ground coffee every day. That's 30 drinks a month for only $5.99. So sip and save at Circle K. Sign up in store or at CircleK.com. Circle K, take it easy.
NASCAR Championship weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
And earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog lane.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
If you're not spending every waking moment checking us out online,
you better have a good excuse.
Yeah. We've loaded up our website with the stories, pics, video, podcast, commentary, and more. The kind of stuff you love.
Hey, it takes a lot of time to post all this junk.
And you'll love every bit of it. Very well.
Or at least most of it.
It appears that the website has become alive.
Get it now.
It's on the internet.
1580, thefanatic.com.
The Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona sports betting station. All right. Tell me about the Xfinity 500, Randy. Tell me what the that race is all about.
Well, it's at the famed Martinsville Raceway. It's happening this weekend. It's a short track. There's going to be a lot of intense short track racing action. Guys will be moved around. This is a very high stress, high drama race. And by the way, it is the cutoff race to determine who the final 4 will be that will be coming out here, not this weekend, but next weekend at our very own for the championship. So you already have Kyle Larson that's locked in. 3 more spots stand, and we will see what happens. Cars a lot of times look like they've been at the demolition derby when they get off the track there at Martinsville. So this is a very tight, kind of tight quarters racing, not high speed, but there's a lot of drama. So if you like racing and you like short track, like if you're an old short track kind of person, you used to go to your local short track on a Saturday night, this is the racing for you.
All right. So that happens here on 1580 The Fanatic at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Let's get caught up on the text line, and then we'll hit that injury report. Mr. Pringle says Packers defensive coordinator filthy with the China virus out on Thursday. Cards playing Packers JV team Thursday night. Kick their asses, Big Red. Now, a lot of people get a little bit upset when you call it the China virus. Now, and the reason for that is the increase in violence towards anybody of Asian descent here in the United States because of people instigating violence, instigating unhappiness about what happened. Now, it's kind of a weird place to be because I know that Cal McNair from the Houston Texans, he had to come out and apologize for saying that at a golf event, calling it the China virus. It's one of those things where you take a moment and at first it's like, well, hold on a second. calling it the China virus, I don't think that is just on the surface racist, because the virus, the COVID that we're currently dealing with, did originate in China. And so that's not a racial thing. That's a national, that's a country thing. So, but when you start saying it as a way of trying to make people mad at a people, now your intentions do get questioned. Well, why are you calling it that? It's like saying that it's a racist thing to say anything about Mexico. Well, no, it's not. It's a country. Doesn't mean you're being horrible. And the people in China, they're not. It's not a race that's Chinese. Chinese isn't a race. Asian is that race. So it's a very slippery slope. And then you have to start to think and look at the intention of the person saying it. Also, when what harm could have already come from that, saying, "Oh, it's a China virus." Then people started throwing bricks at people that look Asian, and all of the stuff that's happening out there. So, yeah, I'm not going to read it on the text line when you call it the China virus. I mean, initially, it's not racist, but it's not helping. It's hurting. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes your intent doesn't matter. Like when it comes to judging you as a person, yes, obviously. But the effects of the things you say, that still has meaning. It still has weight, obviously. And if it's contributing to that,
right,
let's not.
Right. So, it's a tricky thing before you start getting upset with people about these things. But once you realize, okay, that is having this effect, then yeah, you're going to be responsible on that. Random texter says, Jeffrey, I hate to tell you, but you instigated violence yourself. You said you were going to finish up what you were doing, and then you were going to hit the injury report. I don't think that's very nice. I didn't mean literally hit the injury report. But watch. Let me hold up the injury report. This is an inanimate object. If I want to hit it, that doesn't mean nothing. So what's your point, random texter? Bob Schwersky says, hey there, Randy. I want the name of whomever you got you upset there. I know that guy paints houses. I know a guy that paints houses. I guess it's me. I don't get it, but whatever. Blissful Hayes says, speaking of short rest, how's Kyler Murray doing? That didn't get it. That didn't get a whistle.
Okay. Wow.
How is that somehow offensive about Kyler Murray?
Okay.
Moving on.
Short rest.
Flags have been thrown for less.
I know.
I really thought that.
You mean flags have been thrown for less? What does that mean?
Trigger finger there on Randy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Speaking of short rest, how's Kyler Murray? He's rested and he's well. He'll play on Thursday night. I don't understand why this is some sort of a critique or criticism of Kyler Murray's height.
Blissful Hayes also says, would Kyler Murray excel as a short track driver?
And there you go.
Yeah, how is that any different?
There you go.
You are really confusing.
You guys don't know the difference between short rest and a short track driver?
I know the difference. I'm just saying I don't think that person was honestly inquiring about the rest state of Kyler Murray. I don't think it was an honest question. I think it was a
disagree. Disagree there.
All right.
Keon, I usually agree with you, but I have to disagree in this.
Randy's angry at everybody today.
I'm not angry at Keon.
Fury says, I do like Keanu. Just wondering what happened to what's his face. Well, his name is Keon. And we've covered this. He went on to work for Sirius XM. So that's all there is to it. Mr. Pringle, I did not say you are a racist. He says, I'm not a racist. In fact, I've never even been in a race car. What? FAB says, hey, pour me one, Randy. Just watch the mic'd up of the Texans Cardinals game. Murray is such a competitor.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely.
He's a tremendous competitor.
Twitty says, good afternoon, Radio Rascals. Martinsville means there's going to be a whole lot of paint swapping.
Yeah. There'll be a lot of rubbing and grinding.
Fubar 1000 says, crap. Here we time for the herb, Jeffrey? That seems like you've already had some. Papa Mike says, excellent analysis on JJ Watt, Randy. Nice of Keon to go ahead and repeat what you said. And yeah, suck it, Jeffrey. I don't know why I'm getting yelled at.
I don't think I repeated exactly what Randy said, but all right.
You're getting yelled at because you stole my damn weather report.
Are
and
you
screwed it
still
all up.
on that? It's been
That's
like
why you're getting
45
yelled at.
minutes.
The fourth dimension is like an elephant. They have a long, long, long memory.
Do they? They just called Phil. What's his name? So how long is that memory?
And apparently, I copied you word for word when what I was saying was we didn't need to obscure that JJ Watt was actually injured, and we're not actually.
It's plagiarism if you type it. What is it when you do it verbally?
It's pretty sure it's still plagiarism.
Yeah, it's plagiarism. Just Tip says, as long as we're on the subject and checking on various websites I use for prognostication purposes, I'm surprised to find the Cardinals are roughly a 6 to 7 point favorite. This will not be an easy game, but the Cardinals are in such a role. I feel fairly confident that they will win.
Well, I don't know. We're in week 8. Okay, this is week 8. Both teams have their issues. Green Bay without 2 of their top targets for Aaron Rodgers, but I think that means nothing. It's not even relevant to the narrative here because you got Aaron Rodgers, one of the elite quarterback in the league. The guy could throw to the guy who sells hot dogs and make him a superstar wide receiver. And then you got the Cardinals. They're dinged up, coming off of a very physical game against the Texans. Kyler Murray almost got his head ripped off. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't anticipate the Cardinals winning by 2 touchdowns. I do not anticipate that. I think this is going to be a good game. However, I do see Big Red emerging 8-0.
Yeah, so you think it'll be the under, or it'll be like a 3-point win or something, like a field goal or something.
I don't think it's going to be a 6-point win. I think it'll be like a field goal, something along those lines. Yeah.
Bussell Hayes wants to know if the Kung Flu is acceptable. Well, it would be if dumbass rednecks weren't beating up Asian people here because somebody else was calling it the China flu and putting all the blame on anyone Asian. Here's the problem is people can say a thing, and then once it's used to instigate the lowest of the low and the dumbest of the dumb, who then go after an Asian American person who had nothing to do with anything, and they're just and maybe more American than you are, then now it becomes unacceptable. So it's best just to leave those things alone so we don't incite. They had to, you know why they call it the Delta variant, right? Because that one came from India, and they're like, oh crap, if we say anything about we name this about where it came from, now we're gonna have a bunch of violence against people from India because people are stupid. So that's why, Bussell Hayes. So how about we just stop with those jokes about COVID and go on with our life and not contribute to the violence against Asian Americans. Fed Fan says, don't read out loud, Jeffrey, but I just sent, I can't. She just told me not to read out loud.
Yeah, don't do that.
Bruno Baller says, it used to be if anybody used the word short in any relation to Kyler Murray, they got a whistle. Things have changed. And Jeffrey, if they change Halloween to the last Saturday in October, there will be some years it lands in your birthday, like last year. Oh, I know, because my sister, her birthday is on the 24th of November. Every now and then it was on Thanksgiving. Just saying. So I've seen it happen. Yeah. FAB says, Randy, the clouds are coming. All caps. I don't know why they felt like saying that.
All right, Paul Revere.
Bob Swirsky says, I wish Aaron Rodgers was quarantined or caught with some bad emails or something. Worked last time. Fish tanks
caught with bad emails.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers was in correspondence with Bruce Allen, unfortunately.
That we know
of. That's fair.
Hey, a man can hope. Especially a Packers fan. Fish Tank says, I'm a Bears fan. Can we call COVID the only thing I hope the Astros catch? Yes. No, you can't, because then they might give it to the Braves. So no, that's right out. Sorry, Fish Tank. Glad I thought through that one. Fubar 1000 said, this is going to be a shootout. No Devontae Adams, no Lazard. It's going to be Tanyan and Jones versus the Cardinals defense.
Well, don't they have what's his name? Randall Cobb? Isn't he like 50 or something? But he's still in the Green Bay Packer uniform.
Yeah, he's good for a couple of catches a game, and everybody going, "Hey, look, there's Randall Cobb. Boy, him and Aaron Rodgers really know each other really well." And that's it. He's not putting up any real numbers. Those days are over. You're absolutely correct. Thunder Snow says Randy's whistle game is off because my computer is off. Here we go. Because he's still stewing about the old weather report. Stop bringing it up. Maybe he'll forget about it and move on.
I'll never forget about it.
It's not the first time I've ever interrupted you.
It really hurt me. It really hurt me.
Well, I've already apologized, and I don't feel like I need to continue.
No, of course not.
Blissful Hayes says, "Can someone please
I
find?"
mean, I don't interrupt you when you're reading text.
No, it never happens.
I never interrupt you when you're reading text.
I know. Can someone please find some emails from BU? I'm calling Brian Leftwich as the new Bears head coach.
Well, I mean, if the NFL actually cared, we might find some emails from other people. But that they've decided that no, all good.
Give it time. King of Kitten says, "Hey, next year Thanksgiving is on the 24th. See what I mean? That's one of those things." Berg says, "Breaking news. There is no breaking news." As you were. Ukla the Mock says, "Can we call it the Kung Flu? And Randy, can you give us an aerial weather report after getting very rudely interrupted by Radio Pal?" No, you can't call it the Kung Flu.
No.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
Oh, you know what? If a bunch of damn stupid rednecks didn't go beat up some people, we could have called it the Kung Flu and been okay with it. It wouldn't have been a bad thing. Now, all you idiot rednecks going out there with your axe handles beating on people have ruined it for the rest of us.
Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
Fighting Wampa says, that fan who had to give the football back to Tom Brady in Tampa Bay is lucky that Kyler Murray isn't their quarterback. I bet he'd have had to try to pay him off with Chuck E. Cheese tokens or something. That wasn't even a short joke. Where do you get that? I don't even get that. Because he likes video games. Because he likes video games.
Give me a break.
Can we do the injury report?
God, I hope so.
I want to remind everybody that we are giving away Sun Devil football tickets. Just be listening for your cue to call in and win. It's tickets plus a pass, and they're good seats. Keon, you've sat there, and they are some pretty good seats, right?
Yeah, they're really good seats.
I don't know if you're going to be in the sun or not. I hope not. But even though it is what they call a blackout, don't wear black. I'm sorry. You just, or have something you can, like your black shirt and your white t-shirt underneath, so you can take it off and not die of a heat stroke. Whatever the case, these tickets are for Saturday at noon as the ASU Sun Devils host the Washington State Cougars. So be listening for your chance. Okay. That is the most amazing Cougar I've ever heard, Randy.
Thank you.
So are we friends again now? Or
no, we're still friends.
Well, how long are you going to be? It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
You ever hear something on the radio and figure I got to give it a shot? Well, I did. This is Stephen McCollum, host of The Main Event here on The Fanatic. I heard all the ads for Valley Medical Weight Loss and thought, what have I got to lose? I'm a client with Valley Medical Weight Loss, so I know firsthand that it really works. Valley Medical is a true pioneer in the weight loss industry, supervised by board-certified physicians, helping you gain the edge in your weight loss battle, boosting your energy, and getting you real results. 3 Valley locations, so there's one near you. Visit valleymedicalweightloss.com for info, and when you go, mention The Fanatic or Money Radio and get your first week free.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
and earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
If you're considering refinancing or getting a home loan, listen up. This is Dale Hellestray, and when you need a mortgage, the team I use is led by my good friend, Jeff Locks. And here's why. Jeff and his team negotiate with over 50 lenders to find the best possible deal. Your home has gone way up in value over the past year, so why not utilize your home equity to reduce your monthly expenses or even pay off some debts? Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and if you obtained your current mortgage prior to 2020, you can save a lot of money. Here's the best part. There's absolutely no lender fees. Jeff is truly Arizona's low-cost lender with over 30 years of experience. So call Jeff Locks, and if Jeff can't save you money, you'll get a free $50 Amazon gift card. This is a winning play, so call Jeff today, 480-202-0692. That's 480-202-0692.
Jeff Locks, NMLS number 1003782, National Mortgage License number 181106, Bear Financial Group, AZMB-09047774, Equal Housing Opportunity. Contractors need bonds, and the professionals at Constructors Bonding have been Arizona's leading surety management team for 40 years. We don't just deliver bonds, we make your bonding better. As the number one producer with 14 markets, Constructors Bonding has the relationships and expertise to get you better capacity, better rates, and better terms. For better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929. Or visit cbialliance.com.
Download our podcast at 1580thefanatic.com. Don't be that guy. Arizona's new exclusive home for live NFL games and Super Bowl 55. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
It's David Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's sports betting station. Got a lot of college football for you this weekend. So much, some of it had to go over to Money Radio 1510. That's right. Notre Dame is hosting North Carolina. That's 4 p.m. Then over here on 1580 The Fanatic, it's actually some basketball for you. GCU starting their season out against Western New Mexico at 6 p.m. here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right, we got to clear through this text line and get back to this injury report. I haven't even really started it yet, outside of letting you know who some of the hobbled are for the Packers and for the Cardinals, since that game is tomorrow. We will be on air tomorrow. No, Mr. Wilbur, tomorrow's show is not canceled. We're going to be on the air tomorrow. He says, I was worried. He says, I thought maybe Randy'd be getting all dolled up for the big game. No, Randy's going to be here. We're all going to be here. And then as soon as we can, we will go and see what happens with the Arizona Cardinals on the TV. It's no big deal. But we'll be on regular time tomorrow. The last time we have at least, for a while, a oddly timed show is going to be next Monday. We're on at 2 p.m. ending at 4:30 p.m., because that's when Monday Night Football starts. After this week, after that show, we should be on at normal time every day, ending at normal time most days. So back to normal here pretty soon when the time change happens. Has anybody found out what the hell? I mean, there's this bill that is sitting there in the House waiting around, and a bunch of people have co-sponsored it, and there's even like a duplicate of it for some reason. I don't know if they were like, well, let's duplicate this and put it in over here if that doesn't work over there or whatever. And there was all this stuff happening, all these promises that were made. And remember this, Randy, it was like February or March, and I was all giddy. I was like, they get this thing done, more time change, because I know we don't change our clocks here in Arizona. But in the broadcast sense, this affects all of us. The games are later in the winter. The games are earlier in the summer. I want us to stay on Pacific time, because I think that's way better for us, because you can see more games at better times than in the winter. That's just my personal preference. But whatever it is, I just like to see us do it, stick with it, and let's all go on with the rest of our lives, right?
100% agree, Jeffco. Yeah.
Keon doesn't give a crap.
No, you're right.
No,
I just thought you were asking Randy.
I'm asking everybody.
Okay, well, I was still expecting Randy to answer first, so I was waiting my turn.
You're a little bit scared, aren't you?
little bit scared of what?
Getting on Randy's bad side.
Well,
you're seeing what's happening over here.
The cold shoulder from Randy looks incredibly frosty. I'm putting that out there. That is
cold shoulder my ass.
Not a place you want to be.
It's his cold ass you got to worry about. You just heard him say it. Mr. Wilbur says, can we do some early cheers for tomorrow's game? Randy, you say rise up. And the rest of us in the fourth mission say Red Sea. Well, that's not going to work out too well because he could yell rise up and then unless you all want to do it in your car, it's kind of weird. You give the man what he wants, Randy.
All right, well, rise up,
Red Sea.
That was weak ass.
Well, I was harmonizing.
He was trying to be the voice of the audience. So
I was just in the background. I'm giving them
be more like like a crowd. Like,
all right. Let's do it again. I'll do better. Go ahead.
Rise up, Red Sea. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I like that. That's better.
Sound like a horse.
A horse?
Yeah, like a horse person. Not a horse person, but a horse.
No, I mean, if you take that and we put that into the audio software,
right,
you could duplicate it about 1,000 times, and it would be like, Red Sea. Yeah, there you go. See, now that sounds like a crowd right there, except for the emphysema. That was really good.
I'm fine.
Like that. Yeah.
There you go, Wilbur. Bob Shursky says, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's big game. Go Big Red. Pump those Green Bay Packers." Yeah, I do not like the Packers.
I have a question. Thursdays we generally do all of our picks.
Yeah.
Are we going to lead into the broadcast with our picks?
Yeah, we always do.
We're going to do.
We do picks at 3:00, and then the 4:00 hour we do the fantasy football stuff. I don't know what we're going to do 5:00 hour tomorrow. I say we just sit here and do play-by-play and see if we get sued. See if anybody's paying attention.
Doesn't seem like an if to me, but
I think I just heard the whiskey glass drop in Ron's office. No, don't do that.
Dear God, not again.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Ain't nothing to worry about. The Berg says, has Dusty Rhodes been interrupted during a weather report? No, Dusty Rhodes doesn't do weather reports.
No,
because he's dead. Twittiot says, will Radio Ron pay for Randy's therapy to help him get over his usurped forecast? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to expense account that one.
No.
Fubar 1000 says, come on, Randy. You don't think the Cards' defensive plan is not to disrupt Aaron because of no Devontae Adams?
Oh, I'm sure it is. But listen, you've got to take in consideration who this Aaron Rodgers person is. He's a reigning MVP, and he's a very dangerous quarterback.
It's also a whiny little biatch.
Well, he is a whiny little biatch as well. But he can. You've seen what he's done to other teams in the past. You've seen the miracle plays, the miraculous throws that end up getting caught by his players. You've seen it all happen before. I don't think that the Cardinals are in the dark about what Aaron Rodgers can do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why seeing J.J. Watt out is a little bit concerning. It's almost like balancing the power a little bit. Having some pivotal defense out kind of balances against them having some pivotal offensive weapons out. It's just a matter of, okay, who's hurt worse? Who's depleted worse?
It really looks like Green Bay might
still
be depleted
yes
worse.
Yeah, I think so. And remember, everybody, the goal is not to win every single game and then lose in the playoff round because you lose a bunch of players trying to amass this perfect season. The goal is Super Bowl championship. And so if we happen to lose this game tomorrow, which I think we have a pretty good chance of winning this game, if we happen to lose this game, it's not the end of the season.
Right. And at least you've lost to a respectable team and not the Texans. That would have been bad.
That's a million red flags in one game.
Whoops. I missed some texts earlier. Let me catch up on those. Scratch Me Because says his favorite hooker, TJ Hooker, as played by William Shatner.
Wow.
Because he's a good boy. Gorilla Toe says it's odd to have against the spread talking about hookers that are pro spread. What? Jagdog says, all right, as far as the Suns game goes, take the Kings to cover under 226, and you can take that to the bank, the blood bank. Senator Trent Randigan, can I have another beer bong of Crown Royale, please? That seems irresponsible to beer bong.
Just pour him a shot there.
Just one shot is probably good. Ukulamak, shut up. Blissful Hayes says, my theory is, wait a second. I had to make sure I could only see part of it, and I wasn't sure what it said. Now I can see it. He says, my theory is Randy doesn't blow as many whistles because the Cardinals are playing well right now. So he's in a better mood about things.
I would say not. I blow plenty of whistles.
Sorry. Mr. Wilbur says
that's one for you. I can read your dirty ass mind.
Mr. Wilbur says, wow, what a show. We started talking about cougars, and now we're talking about horses. Hitting the nuts. Hitting the nuts says that constructor's bonding commercial you run. I called them last weekend, and they did me nothing to help me get out of jail. Yeah, that's not the bonding they do, guys. That's for construction stuff. That is no, yeah. All right. Random texter says, Jeffrey, you can't announce play-by-play, but can we text it in? No, because it's the same thing. It ends up being the same thing if I read all your texts. Now, if you want to text in like misinformation about the game, any misinformation, then I can play with that. But no, we can't do play-by-play. Random texter says, I told you yesterday, Jeffrey, daylight savings time bill is not expensive enough. Well, somebody's got to put some money on that thing. Senior Wake and Bake says, Randy, ready for the Thursday night thumping your Cards are going to get from the Packers?
Well, we'll see tomorrow night.
Hey, clean your bong, Senior Wake and Bake. Big Stanky 87 says, hey, have you guys seen the trailer for the Kurt Warner movie? I feel like the actors don't really resemble the characters. Let's say they want to do a movie about the Fanatic radio station. What actors would play you guys, the guys in the morning, and then the main event guys and stuff like that?
Haven't we already discussed this one time? We did this a couple of times, I think.
Yeah, it comes up here and there. I know Post Malone would play Chief. You know, they look exactly the same, except for the tattoos and stuff. I don't know. We've never asked Keon who would play you. Who do you think you resemble in the world of famousness?
In the world of man, I don't know. I know I want John Boyega to play me in a movie, though.
I was going to say Chris Hemsworth. That's, I think,
Chris Hemsworth.
Why not? John Boyega? Yeah, I guess I could see that. He'd have to get the a wig because you got the cool hair there. He didn't have that. Yeah, okay. And then who should play Randy? I think. Did we come up with someone that should play you?
Well, Big George said Wilford Brimley, but I think he's dead.
Yeah,
now.
He's dead now. Big Stanky says Harrison Ford is Bruce Jacobs. No. Harrison Ford's way too tall to play Bruce Jacobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to take some time and think about all that. I have to think about all that because it's changed. The dynamics have changed. I think we also agreed that Randy would play Randy and I'd play me. Or Randy'd play me and I'd play Randy.
There we go.
Now that I would pay to see.
If we were to improv and act that out, I think that would be the end of the show for it. There'd be too many hurt feelings from the portrayal to continue.
The show would end mid-show.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of hurt feelings.
We wouldn't even get to the end.
It'd just be Keon going, come back.
Wait.
I just got here. You guys can't leave.
Shooter McGavin says I should just do the game in my Kevin Harlan voice. Well, yeah, I could, but then that'd still be against the law. It'd still be wrong. We'd be sued.
I mean, it'd be spot on, but we still get sued.
Blissful Hayes thinks Randy still does a perfect cougar sound. Watermelon says, well, you can make up a bunch of BS or fake play-by-play. That could be fun. Well, that's what I'm saying. We could do that. But then I don't know. I mean, I think we have better things we can do with the time, I think. Dropping the Soap says, I just turned on the radio. Did I hear that Randy blows a lot? See, that's what I was trying to protect him from. But yeah, whistles. Drop the soap. Yeah. Flopping Bumper says, Danny DeVito going to play Randy? Come on, man. We can do better than that.
No, Danny DeVito would be more of a good fit for Bruce Jacobs.
Yes, you're right. But Jack Nicholson to play Randy.
Well, maybe. Maybe now we're talking.
He's really old, though.
I
you.
am really
Jack
old as well.
Nicholson is like in his 80s. Fish Tank says Rick Moranis for Bruce Jacobs.
Now there we go. That's another one.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is he's a little gentle. He's a very
gonna
gentle
play
person.
Who's going to play Dale? That's what I'd like to know.
Scratch Me Because says Michael B. Jordan could play Keon. Well, he already feels like he more resembles John Boyega. Is that his name from the Star Wars?
Yeah.
I think it's just because he's in Star Wars.
I mean,
I think that's what it
bit,
is.
but I'll take Michael B. Jordan. I mean, Michael B. Jordan was in Black Panther. I mean, that's
Right. Oh, that's true. But you're
that's-
nerding out a lot, though, aren't you?
I'm just saying I could nerd neither.
All
either
he's saying is
direction.
I could meet John Boyega from Star Wars if he plays me.
Look,
Even if he's not the best casting choice, that's why you won.
Am I selfishly doing that? Maybe.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Papa Mike says, Jeffrey, you and Randy do a better Rise Up Red Sea than the crowd at the stadium does. The crowd still can't seem to get it together. Worst crowd ever when it comes to chants. In New Orleans, they sing chants, and it sounds great.
That was not my experience. The one time I did go down to the Silver Nest, I thought the crowd was great. But
I don't like group involvement. I don't want to do the wave. I'll on my own. That's it. I don't need to.
I normally don't. I got caught up in it.
This is not a flash mob. We're a crowd. Let's just let us have our natural reaction to what's happening in the game. All right.
Yeah.
I don't need to rehearse. I don't need to be in sync with everybody. That's just me. I know a lot of other people really enjoy it. But if you're expecting me to stand up and put my hands up for the wave, you're going to be very disappointed. Not doing it. All right, guys, we got to take a break. We come back, we might get to the injury report. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Did you know that Constructors Bonding has been Arizona's leader in surety management for over 40 years? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than anyone, anywhere. Contractors, developers, attorneys, car dealers, and hundreds of other industries turn to Constructors Bonding for their bond solutions. Call me personally at 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution for better bonding.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
When it comes to NASCAR, everything comes down to time. How fast can you get it done? Built, official partner and protein bar of NASCAR, is a tasty option when you're on the move. Hi, Randy here from the Race Setup. And if you have not tried a Built bar, you are missing out. This protein bar does not taste like a protein bar. It tastes like a candy bar. Just grab a Built bar when you want something fast and just so delicious. If you go to Built.com to get yourself some Built bars, use code Randy10. You'll get 10% off your order. Code Randy10 at Built.com.
Mortgage interest rates remain near historic lows. So whether you're wanting to lower your interest rate, take cash out to remodel your home, or pay off credit card or installment debt, now is the perfect time to refinance or purchase a home. Call David White at 480-244-6625, 480-244-6625 to review your mortgage options and to take advantage of David's 32 years of industry experience, incredible customer service, and competitive interest rates. We shop the market for the best interest rates, so you don't have to. So call David at 480-244-6625. That's 480-244-6625. Call David now to discuss your mortgage options and before interest rates go up at 480-244-6625. That's 480-244-6625. Call David now to learn how to receive an appraisal credit with a closed loan. Don't wait. Call today. David White, NMLS 322907 of AmeriFirst Financial Inc. NMLS 145368, an equal housing opportunity lender.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240 U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rhodes there pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studio in Scottsdale. Be listening in this hour for your cue to call in and win those Sun Devil tickets. That's right. Playing a little bit of football over there in Tempe on Saturday at noon. It's the Sun Devils hosting the Washington State Cougars. It's a midday game. Should be a lot of fun. Plus, you get a parking pass. So be listening for your chance to win those tickets. We're just going to do it on the phone. It's not going to be a text thing. Going to make it a phone thing. So be ready with the digits, 888-368-1580, when we tell you. So, Randy, I don't know how this happened, but Can of Worms has been opened, and now there's about 50 texts on the text line with the super fans trying to cast the Daily Blender movie, I guess, or the 1580 The Fanatic movie.
All right.
Because if there's a Daily Blender movie, that will also probably include characters from the morning show and from the main event and whatnot. And so, yeah, I think for Radio Ron,
I want to caution you now.
Yeah. Well, I'm pre-reading the hell out of these texts.
Okay, I want to caution you.
I have somebody to play Radio Ron. I just got to remember their name. Don't worry, I'm not going to get us fired. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not going to get us fired.
I'm sending you telepathically right now. I'm sending you what I'm thinking right now.
No.
I repeat, I just got
here. Yeah, and don't worry, Keon, you're fine. All the headphones in the studio will be fine. Our jobs will be fine. Okay, so for Radio Ron,
yes,
they have the same voice.
Okay,
Adam Arkin. The actor Adam Arkin,
Arkin, great idea.
Son of Alan Arkin, both in their own right, great actors. And Adam Arkin also, they have some facial similarities. At least they did. I don't know what he looks like now, but when Adam Arkin was on Northern Exposure, anytime I hear that voice, anytime I hear Radio Ron talk, it's strikingly similar. So there we go. We just casted him in a way that A, does not get anybody fired. And B, allows us to move on to who should be what. Now, I want to warn you, the fourth dimension probably is not going to be kind.
I'm prepared for that.
To any of us. Berg says, how about Joey Logano as Randy White? See right there.
Hey, Berg.
Right there.
Berg. I got a big white English ass right here.
Okay. Don't think anybody questioned whether it was English or not. Let's see. Random texter says Keon could be played by the guy who plays Urkel. See, that's just not right.
Jaleel White.
Yeah, that's just not right. He says,
he's actually not a bad actor when he's not playing Urkel, the most annoying character that ever existed on television.
Oh,
you
yeah,
are
I've
nothing
seen
like
him.
Urkel.
I've seen him in stuff. The guy from the Dos Equis commercials could play Randy.
Like it.
That's actually not too bad. Hitting the nuts. He says the guy who played Booger on Revenge of the Nerds could play Bruce Jacobs. That doesn't even make sense. That guy is not even close.
Booger.
Here's being mean for no reason.
Here's somebody being mean for no reason. Baker's Cocky Hen says Colt's going to take down the Titans this weekend, Jeffrey. Yeah. Derrick Henry. Yeah.
It can be done. It can be done.
It can be done as long as the Colts really can stop the run. I don't know that they have been that great at stopping the run. I mean, their secondary is kind of garbage right now because of injury. I think they can stop the run, but it's Derrick Henry. Wow. I haven't really sat down and done my picks or analyzed anything yet. And I'm dreading this game against the Titans just because of how amazing Derrick Henry is. But if you mean it, I'm with you. Fed Fan says, oh my God. She says, if I was mean, I would say Whoopi Goldberg to play Keon just because of his hair. But I'm not mean, she says.
It goes back to the thing with
Wow.
the Kyler Murray joke where you say it without saying it. That means you've said it.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's Fed Fan and I'm getting the pumpkin. So
yeah.
How mad am I supposed to be?
She's already shipped it. So be mad if you want. It's like my old pal Dom Herrera used to say, I don't mean this in a bad way. But nothing good ever comes after that. Hamilton,
your nose is kind of big. I don't mean it in a bad
I don't mean this in a bad way. Dropping the soap says Bill Cosby to play Keon.
Okay.
Seriously.
Wow. That's hurtful.
It's almost, I mean, come on, have a little more imagination. Just because Keon happens to put roofies in people's drinks doesn't
hang on,
mean
hold
that
on.
Bill Cosby.
I have never done such a thing. Now, just because I like Jell-O,
you know what
doesn't
I love?
mean.
You know what I love is the look Keon had in his face, and he's like, "Oh, he's gonna do the black thing again." Okay. And then I left turned him. Aha!
Put me back on defense. I feel like I'm being interrogated.
He's
again.
even like, "This is worse."
It's definitely worse.
Slow Mo Zoe says, "I think you guys resemble the cast of Sandlot." I'm gonna have to take a few minutes with that, Slow Mo Zoe.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to remember what the kids look like. I haven't seen that movie since I was 15.
Yeah, but there's characters in there that I guess. Yeah. You just made us all pause, Slow Mo Zoe. Fubar 1000 says Pee Wee Herman for Jeffrey. Oh God. Mr. Wilbur says Gran Torino Clint Eastwood could play Dale, but there's no similarity there. If anybody's Clint Eastwood, it's me. Although in Gran Torino he's pretty damn racist a lot of the time. So no, I don't want to. Yeah, Dale can have that one.
He just doesn't look anything like him or
Right.
act anything like him.
Yeah, John Goodman to play Dale. How's that? No, he's lost a lot of weight, so he looks all. John Goodman looks his neck looks like somebody forgot to close the shower curtains.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Just doesn't look right.
Oh, jeez.
Some people should not lose weight. That's all I'm saying. Bob Shrishki says, "Hey, so Jeffrey, could you please provide details about this 30 drinks in 30 days plan that Keon talks about every 20 minutes or so? $5.99 a month sounds like a hell of a deal there." What the hell
30
are you
drinks in
talking
30
about?
days?
That I talk about?
I have no idea
That's
what
a
you're talking
Circle.
about.
It's a Circle K commercial. It's a Circle K. They have a drink subscription you can
Oh.
buy.
Oh.
$5.99 to get 30 drinks in 30 days.
Can I
think
point
that's soda.
out that I did not voice the Circle K?
He did not voice
commercial.
that spot.
Swave Dave thinks John Malkovich could play Randy. Well, no, he couldn't. That would just be weird. John Malkovich, there's nobody at the radio station he could play. I mean, I like John Malkovich, but he is specifically weird. No, that's not right for Randy. Just the Tip says Fred Gwynn should play Dale. I know Fred Gwynn is dead, but I don't think it would adversely affect how spot on his performance might be. You see what I mean? They're not going to be nice. Shooter McGavin says the judge and my cousin Vinny would play Dale. That's the second Fred Gwynn. We might have to dig that guy up. Bruno Baller says maybe Frank Caliendo could play Randy. I don't think Frank Caliendo has that kind of range. He says Joe Pesci would be a good actor for Bruce Jacobs.
Yeah.
If just
The
if you're going,
voice?
based on sound
Yeah.
alone.
If it was animated. Ukulamak says you cow if you use right guard or secret, radio pal, you can raise your arms at the game. Oh, Uka. Boomer Sooner says Keon could be played by Maurice Jones-Drew. Just because
He's not an actor.
Because the hair?
I haven't seen Maurice Jones-Drew in a long time. Does he even have long hair? I don't even know.
Bat Flipper says Pauly Shore as Bruce Jacobs.
There we go.
Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
King of Kitten says, I've made a decision. I've decided to bake a frozen pizza for dinner tonight. Do we all
Well done.
all in favor say aye?
Aye.
Okay. Twitty, it says, I vote actor Leslie Jordan for the Brucifer. Yeah, they're the same size. Look it up. Leslie Jordan. Is that? I think I know who that is. Schmitty says, Randy, old Peter Griffin. Keon, Magic Johnson coming out of retirement. Jeffrey, any white guy. Maybe Steve Carell. I don't know. I'm just a boring old white guy. Is that it? Okay.
Just maybe Steve Carell.
That's
Maybe
fine.
Steve Carell.
Nondescript says, oh, you just missed the opportunity to cast Jerry Stiller as Bruce Jacobs. Oh, that would, yes.
There we
he says
go.
that.
There
He says,
we
I
go.
see Frank Costanza in my head every morning.
There we go.
Hefty Lefty says Cecil just interviewed for Hercules, the dog right on cue right there. What? No, because Cecil just plays himself. Cecil would play himself.
And Cecil as himself.
Yeah. Papa Mike says you'd have to dig him up and put a wig on him, but Michael Clark Duncan to play Keon. Michael Clark Duncan is like 7 feet tall, wasn't he?
He's a very big person. I don't know exactly how tall he is, but I'm 5'10". Just weird casting choice.
It gets weirder. Ron Jeremy to play Randy, says Jagdog.
Well, I mean, come on.
Good cat.
Come on, guys. I mean, come on.
Oh, no. Randy, you don't want no. Randy,
What? No,
he's been arrested for all sorts of bad stuff.
No,
you don't want. No.
Never mind.
Good Cat says, could the actor who played Sloth from the Goonies play Dale? Yes, he could. And he says, and the zombie host from Tales from the Crypt to play Bruce. Yes, he would. Sean Connery could have played a very good Randy. Yes, yeah, he could. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I must ask you a question. Hamilton Porter says, all right, well,
Sean Connery is damn good.
Still on the Malkovich there. Slow Mo Zoe says, I think Bruce Jacobs should be played by Larry King. Well, he's dead. So, yeah. Fed Fan says, George Clooney is Radio Ron. Just getting bonus points.
That's what we should have cast
Yeah.
Radio Ron as. That way,
Why didn't we think of that? Big Stanky says Larry the Cable Guy is Dale. You're done. That's not even close to the same thing.
Be more of a chief thing there.
Yeah, in the animation. Baker's Cocky Hens says, I feel like Christian Bale could pull off Bruce Jacobs. Oh, yeah, he could lose weight, but I don't think he'd lose height. He says, that boxing movie where he played an addict? Oh, yeah, he looks about Bruce Jacobs skinny in that one.
He also played Dick Cheney. Very convincingly. So,
you know what? Listen, can I just tell you, you're a good actor. If you're just a good actor, you don't have to gain weight and lose weight and gain weight. You know what I'm saying? They seem like they go out of their way to prove to us, I am such a good actor. I just gained 180 pounds to do this.
And then Christian Bale is exactly that kind of person.
Yeah. It never impresses me. And of course, then doesn't matter because they win Oscars, right? Let's see here. Random Texture says, Jeffrey, just to give you a little more optimism, Derrick Henry only rushed for 88 yards in his last outing, but he also receives and he also tags touchdowns into those rushes. So,
and apparently throws touchdown passes too. So,
yeah, now I got to worry about quarterback Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Daylight Drew says, long day, fellas. Please pour me a Makers. Absolutely, Daylight Drew. Hope your day gets better. Harry Soap says, for Bruce Jacobs, how about Carrot Top? That doesn't make any sense. None of that makes sense. Scratch Me Because says Randy White should be played by NFL Hall of Famer and Cowboys legend Randy White.
I could go along with that.
I don't know. I kind of like us playing ourselves. But why have a movie if we can't be in it? What fun is that for us, Randy? I mean, Keon definitely should be played by somebody else, but you and I should be in it.
Yeah.
Slow Mo Zoe says Sideshow Bob is Keon. What's this mean?
Sideshow Bob.
It's all about the hair, huh? Bruno Baller says Jeff Foxworthy maybe for Chief. I already told you, Post Malone is a perfect, and even Chief will agree to that.
Once you said Post Malone, it's the only casting that makes any sense, quite frankly.
Big Stanky 87 says, who plays Big Steve and Izzy? Yeah, I'm going to let them figure that out. Let's see. Larry David is Bruce. Oh, that is perfect. Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm as Bruce Jacobs.
Yeah.
There you go, good cat. You win. That is it right there. Just a tip says David Letterman could play Jeffrey. I have
you do have some similarities with
it's funny,
the grand old late night guy.
The only thing that's similar, I'm growing a beard right now. It's never going to look like that. But the only similar is the pattern of voice. People have told me that before, but my entire family talks like this. And the other weird thing is I'm not from Indianapolis. I just, and me being a Colts fan, I was a Colts fan when they were in Baltimore. So still has zero to do with that. As far as the way I talk, it's just the way my whole family talks. Nondescript says Jeff Garland from Curb Your Enthusiasm could be Dale. You're right.
That makes sense.
You're right. I think we got the morning show cast because you got Post Malone, Larry David, and Jeff Garland, who's on the Curb Your Enthusiasm. Nicely done, everybody. Well done, Nondescript.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
Hefty Lefter says Master Splinter from Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles be perfect for Bruce. Total doppelganger. We already have it figured out. Navy Devil agrees. Yes, Larry David could play Bruce Jacobs. Jagdog says OJ Simpson is Keon. See, now you're just getting ridiculous. Come on.
It's just being mean.
Yeah. Baker's Cocky Hen says, I thought Cookie Monster could play Dale. Maybe name the Donut Monster. Still, I think we've already figured that one out. You're just being mean now.
Yeah.
Fubar 1000 says, Jeffrey, have I ever told you how you're awesome and that Arizona sucks? Go ASU. Wow, Fubar, that's really sweet of you. Thank you. All right, no more casting of these movies. I think we have the morning show figured out. I'm not sure about us, but here's what I would say. Randy, you play you. I'll play me. John Boyega can play you.
Well, okay.
What? You don't want to be in it. You said you wanted John Boyega.
Yeah, well, when I thought
I want his British accent too. I want people watching going, with that, Keon has a British. Okay. I kind of like it better. Yeah. I think you need to do the rest of the show with the British accent.
I'll see what I could do.
Well, I mean, you're expecting a lot out of John Boyega. So
he can already do an American accent. Now you're asking me to do a British accent.
We never would ask anybody to do anything we wouldn't do ourselves. Right, Randy?
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah.
He has spent quite a few years being Randy White. I've spent quite a few years being Jeffrey O'Brien. The least you could do is throw an English accent on for John Boyega.
Come on now.
Oh, well, all right. We'll see what we can do here. Yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't realize the guy from Star Wars was Cockney.
Well, that's
all right.
Tim
Timmery.
I couldn't help it. That's the one I go to the most when I'm messing around in my house.
Yeah, I think maybe we better.
You did this to me. What were you thinking?
I don't think he sounds like that at all.
He doesn't sound like that. It's the only British accent I've got.
I think we need to go to break now and rethink a lot of things. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
College football, Arizona on the road against USC Saturday evening. Arizona currently a 21-point underdog. Arizona State hosting Washington State. The Sun Devils a 15-point home favorite. The Braves took a one-game lead in the World Series with a 6-2 win Tuesday. Tonight, Atlanta a plus 100 moneyline underdog. The Astros minus 110. The over-under 85. Jose Urquidy starting for Houston. Max Fried will counter for the Braves. NFL tomorrow night, the Cardinals looking to stay undefeated when they host the Packers. Arizona a 6.5-point home favorite, the over under 50.5. For vsin.com, I'm Trey Westerberg on Arizona's sports betting station.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
And earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But when you save on gas, you pay for it with your electric bill. And with all these things plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly bill? Well, you got to call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable, and serving part-time can help you graduate debt-free. Do you want to stay close to friends and family? The Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving part-time in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want. Learn more by visiting nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard, aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
NASCAR Championship Weekend returns to Phoenix Raceway November 5th through the 7th.
A wild season of unexpected will culminate in Phoenix with drivers putting it all on the line for their shot
And earning the title of NASCAR Cup Series champion.
featuring 4 championship races in 3 days.
Don't miss your chance to witness history from atop the grandstands as the action goes 5 wide into the iconic dog leg.
Or from up close with access to the fan-friendly infield experience.
Get your tickets to see the NASCAR Championship in person.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com.
Hurry, tickets won't last much longer.
Get your college game on. Get ready for the fight songs. Get ready for the traditions. Get ready for the rivalries. It's college football.
He's gone. There he goes through the line. He'll take it to the house 90 yards.
And we've got the games you want to hear.
Wide open and the tight end will walk
to the end zone. College football lives on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona sports betting station. Son of a bitch! Uh-oh. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. My backup running back.
Newsflash.
My backup running back, Mark Ingram, is now returning to the Saints, which means that he's going to be even more worthless for fantasy football. I just needed him to try to maybe be a placeholder and get me a few yards in this game coming up, because I got a bunch of people on a bye week. I got a bunch of running backs, like quality ones, an injured reserve. And now that news has just come across, Mark Ingram is going to be on the Saints. Pretty sure that means that they just did it to be nice. I mean, why? Who got hurt on the Saints that Alvin Kamara, needs a change of pace back behind him now. And this probably does mean even less productivity from Mark Ingram, right?
Well, have you seen the Saints lately? They can't seem to get anything offensively going.
Alvin Kamara can.
Well, Alvin Kamara can do wonders, but they're going to have to do something because they have no passing game. They have really no offense, so they're going to have to develop a run game that's going to accentuate that pass game and open up some routes for these guys. These guys know, all the defenses know, all you got to do is cover the running backs, let Alvin Kamara go. He can't beat you single-handedly. So I have a feeling, that's just my opinion, I have a feeling that's why they're doing this.
But Mark Ingram is just a basic back, right?
He's just at this stage in his career, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have the explosiveness he used to have. He's still a tough runner. He can get you 4 or 5 yards every now and then. But
do you remember when he was on the Saints the first time? Do you remember? Alvin Kamara runs the ball effectively. Mark Ingram comes in. Brick wall. Alvin Kamara catches a pass. Alvin Kamara runs the ball effectively. Alvin Kamara trucks a guy. Mark Ingram comes in. brick wall.
And
Same thing.
Well, even that Mark Ingram wasn't the same Mark Ingram that they drafted, though. I mean, he just aged incredibly quickly at that position.
All right. Well, whatever. I'm playing Raven Kid this week, so maybe he'll get a thrill when he gets to beat me. Everybody else seems to this year. Whatever. So, in case you care, and even if you don't, Mark Ingram back with the Saints. So, whatever. Hey, Randy, you got any extra running backs you want to trade?
I'm looking for running backs myself. So, no.
Hey, Keon, any running backs you want to trade?
No, I'm all good, actually.
Jerks. Yeah. I bet you do. You're gonna have you're gonna have stacked running backs.
I'm not stacked at all at that position, but
Oh well, I mean, not like Mark Ingram was going to save me anyway. I mean, I could put nobody in there and probably get about the same result. Fine, whatever. Fubar 1000 says, "Damn it, Jeffrey! I'm almost at a point. I'm almost at the point whether I should listen to Bruce, the communist Jacobs, than to listen to your anti-ASU rants. We'll go listen to Bruce. Don't hurt my feelings at all.
Bruce is not. If Bruce is anything, it is not a communist.
I'm not going to argue with him.
You that.
I'm not going to argue.
Have you heard him?
Yeah. I'm not going to argue. I mean, it's like Fubar's crazy. So here's the thing. You know how many people have said, I'm not listening anymore. They're still listening. Still listening. Hitting the Nut says, nothing says America like Alvin Kamarakan.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's true.
Well, if you just pronounce his name that way, I suppose.
I don't think that. Yeah, that's not
Cecil
how you
agrees.
Pronounce anything. Baby Got Dak says Kenneth Gainwell might be available. He's not. Somebody else already has him. I checked. Yeah, hitting the nuts. Thank you. Let's see. Ukla says, "Hey, I'll trade you Ray Rice if you want him." Hefty Lefty says, "Is Butterbean going to play Mark Asher?" He would. He would, but he won't.
Is terrible.
He won't be in this movie. He won't be in this
That
movie.
is terrible casting.
Bruno Baller says, "Was Conan O'Brien ever mentioned for Jeffrey? What? Just because his last name is O'Brien? You know,
they don't look anything alike. In
feel
fact,
like it's Irish racism coming at me right now.
Conan is even more pale than Jeffrey.
I don't know about that.
Are you sure?
He wears makeup. So, Schmitty says
Conan O'Brien, he does makeup, doesn't he?
No, I think he wears it. Yeah. It's pretty well caked on to cover up the paleness. King Kittens wants to share a study with us, I guess. He says, according to a study published Monday, scientists believe they've discovered the first planet in another galaxy. The planet was spotted in the Whirlpool galaxy 31 million light years away from Earth. So we're not sending Randy there. What? He says, I'm still upset about the unplaneting of Pluto and about Uranus in general. He just wanted to make a Uranus joke. It's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Papa Mike says, Jeffrey, I'm playing a kid that you know very well this week. He'll destroy me, but I'm going to give him hell. How much you want to sabotage his team while he's sleeping? I don't have access. I don't have access to Keanu's team in your league. And no, his mom helps him out there too. So I'm more afraid of her than I feel like getting anything from you for this. So all I can say is good luck, because that kid is killing it over there in your league. King of Kitten says Winter Olympics in Beijing begins in 100 days. Hooray. Am I supposed to be excited? Is that a thing?
Nice.
Is anybody excited?
When I was a kid, I got excited about every sporting event, which included the Olympics, but I don't know.
I like the ad that's on the football. The Super Bowl and the Olympics are happening at the same time. Boy, that was bad planning, because
there's just going to be one day that the Olympics has
nobody
no
watching.
Yeah.
Zero zilch, forget it.
Who's got the Super Bowl this year? What TV
NBC.
Boy, so they're not. So they hedge their own bet, right? They're going to lose a bazillion dollars on the Winter Olympics because of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but here's how they package it with the advertising. They're like, buy the Super Bowl and the Olympics. Either way, win-win. No. No, it's really not.
Just one.
Or buy the Super Bowl, we'll give you the Olympics for free, for all the dumb people. Okay, now it's a deal. Okay, I don't know. I don't know.
Or buy the Super Bowl and you're taking the Olympics if you want the Super Bowl. We're not offering it. They come together.
Whether you like
Wait
it
a
or not.
Yeah.
Wait a damn minute here.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me that NBC,
Yeah.
those communists over there,
They're
now you
communists?
was talking about communists.
Didn't know they were
NBC,
communists.
They're a
they're a
corporation.
damn bunch of
Yeah.
communists.
Okay.
They're going to take away the Super Bowl from the free home of the brave American public, and they're going to charge you for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah.
They're going to charge them for the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you what I won't be watching.
They make a lot of money off of those Super Bowl ads.
They won't get my money.
Oh, do you?
I'll sit in the backyard and play tiddlywinks before I pay to watch the damn Super Bowl. This is America's team. This is America's game.
Randy, no. I think you
I
misunderstood.
don't want to pay for the damn Super Bowl.
You don't have to. It's not pay-per-view. It's free for you. It's free for us to watch. And we're talking about charging people for ads, charging companies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you like that.
I thought they were going to put it behind that damn peacock's tail or whatever they're trying to do here.
Peacock.
They were trying to damn take the Nascar and put that behind the peacock's ass as well. I wasn't going to pay for that either.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I agree. No, listen, I think it's great they have the Peacock streaming service because they can throw all the Olympics there and stop messing with reruns of Law and Order on TBS. Stop messing with some of these other networks that NBC runs. Like,
thank you.
We have the Luge on the Sci-Fi Channel. What?
No. I don't want to watch some cyborg, blow up a planet before I watch the Luge.
Me too. I mean, in fact, I want to watch that. I want to watch that anyway. To be honest, I do want to watch that.
You want to watch the Luge?
No, the cyborgs. So blowing up planets. Yeah. I'm all about that.
That's what I thought.
All
That's
for
my
that.
pal.
Yeah, no
That's
problem
my
there.
pal.
Yeah. Peacock, throw all the Olympics there, have the Super Bowl on regular American TV. We're all good.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Yeah.
I think we've solved a lot of issues here, but count on NBC to blow it. It'll probably happen. You realize we haven't even done the injury report yet that I've been trying to do all this time.
For like an hour.
Isn't it time for the injury report?
I think so, but we got so many texts sitting here on the text line. I feel bad. So let me blow through some of these quick. Good Cat, still trying to cast the movie. He says George Costanza as Randy and Seinfeld as Jeffrey. Nah, listen, Randy, he's way cooler than George Costanza, so that doesn't work. Let's see. Sun Devil Niner says Randy upset that a communist company is charging for the Super Bowl. Shake my head. It's very much a capitalistic idea if you think about it.
Well, not when you're making the American public have to pay to watch it. That was my whole point.
That's not.
That was my whole damn point. Yeah, I tell you what, I won't be watching it. Is NBC? Is that true? They're not. Make it so you can't watch the damn Super Bowl.
They're not doing that.
Pay $4.99 or something.
But if they were, that's the opposite of communism. That's capitalism. So.
It would still be wrong, but it's capitalism.
Right. It's a different form of capitalism that they're selling ads, and we get to watch for free. We just have to watch the ads.
Listen, do it like everybody, all the American companies do. NBC, that's filthy communists.
That kind of is what's happening here.
No.
King Kittens has given me an update on the baseball. I guess the Asterix have scored a run already in the game 2 of the World Series. It is now currently Houston 1 point, Atlanta none. And I'm saying that just to rankle baseball fans. Let's see. Fed fan says, I love watching the Olympics. So I guess that'll be one viewer over here.
Just on the day of the Super Bowl, will you, Fed fan, be watching the Olympics or will you be watching the Super Bowl? Because you could watch it all the other days. There's nothing wrong with that.
We could give, Fed fan, we could give her a break. I mean, if she wants to watch the ice dancing instead of the damn Super Bowl, I mean, I understand.
Well, that's what Hefty Lefty says. Just put cross country skiing and ice dancing on that Sunday. Then, those are the ones nobody cares about.
There you go.
Just the Tip says in Blender League 6, I am doing terribly. However, I do have 3 times the number of wins as Ookla the Mock. Whatever the bleep that dude is drinking or smoking must be working. I'll tell you what, I want some, he says. Cardinal Art says, may I have a stiff crown on the rocks with a weather forecast report, please?
No, I'm not doing weather forecast, and there's your stiff crown on the rocks.
Come on, Randy. I won't interrupt you.
No.
The people want it. Whatever your
No. The
aggravation
people
with
wanted it
me-
before, Jeffrey. People wanted it before, and you just interrupted. With
I'm just
all
saying,
your
whatever the
fake
aggravation with
phone
me,
apps and all
you
that stuff.
owe it
So I have all the
to the fourth
information.
dimension. You
No,
owe it to
no,
them, and with all
There
the
you go.
money that
There you
CRC
go.
Broadcasting
There you go.
has put into that.
Yeah,
I think you
on the
should.
rocks.
I think you should give him what he wants.
No.
We have a new texter, 5054 says Steve Buscemi to play Bruce Jacobs.
That could also work, I guess.
That could work. That actually could work. Same voice, but taller. He's taller. Let's see. Fed fan says, if the football game's boring, then yeah, I'll switch over and watch the Olympics.
Yeah. That's what you ought to do.
Mr. Pringle thinks Monica Lewinsky should play me.
Wow.
He says, because both their faces have been on a male's groin.
Oh, man.
It's
That's
just
not
so
even
wrong.
That's just not even.
For so many reasons.
Listen, no. If anything, a man's face has been on Jeffrey's groin, but not the other way around.
What? No. There's been no man's face on my groin.
You're all American male.
You're not
listen,
helping.
What?
You're not helping.
Trying to help you out here, pal.
No, it's not.
That is the opposite of that.
You can stop helping now.
Yeah.
Slow-Mo Zoe says, Jeffrey reminds me of like Bart Simpson. Okay.
Well, sort of, but not really.
Balls of Fury says, darn you, Jeffrey, you broke Randy. Where's the weather? I need the weather.
No, you really don't.
Good Cat says, if we can't get a weather report, can we get an antelope kill call?
No.
Jeez.
Wow.
I thought you were over it already. I don't know your problem.
No, I'm really not. Really not.
But
maybe tomorrow.
It just okay. Just seems like you're taking it out on the fourth
Today's
dimension.
ruined. Keon, you know what I mean. Today's ruined. Today is ruined.
I think this is bull crap. All right, so let's start the injury report. This top thing on the injury report we didn't get to the other day, but it is the most injured you can be on the injury report.
Okay.
Carl Madsen has died. And
it's the most injured
yes.
you could be on.
No, I'm not even kidding. An NFL official who was working the Chiefs game, driving home after the game, drops dead on the I-65, blocks traffic. I mean, all right, he was unconscious, but he died later at the hospital. But yeah, that's how bad Patrick Mahomes is playing.
Why is he?
Carl Madsen's like, I can't take it anymore. Just died of death.
I hate to laugh at that, but the way you said that is just.
You can't get more injured.
It's just, while factually true.
I have a thick pile of injury report here, and all the rest of them now seem petty.
I mean, we should just stop the bit right now.
In the face of death, what else can you do?
Yeah. And now listen, this is a guy, 71 years old. He was a veteran of the U.S. Air Force. He was a field official for the NFL since 1997. Then he became a replay official. So he was just the guy sitting there. I was thinking, it's like, dude, 71. He's running up and down the field. No, he just had the screen. That's what he did. And so for 2 decades, he was an official. And yeah, now they're going to need to find another guy. So there you go. Wow. Injury report, Carl Madsen.
Don't say it.
It's good. They should have put a little IR next to his name by now, I think. Just
not IR.
Just RIP or something.
Yeah, RIP.
Yeah. Maybe we should just take a break because it seems anticlimactic to go on Antonio Brown's ankle at this point. So, well, we'll come on back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
When it comes to automotive repairs, where do you start? Been looking for a new home? Should you rent or buy? If you're looking for the latest trends in the automotive industry or real estate, look no further than the Drive Friendly Radio Show. Hosted by Steve, with over 40 years in the automotive industry, and Felicia, who's well established in the real estate market, you can get great advice and insight you can trust. You'll be smarter for listening, and maybe you'll have a little fun, too. The Drive Friendly Radio Show, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
If you're considering refinancing or getting a home loan, listen up. This is Dale Hellestray, and when you need a mortgage, the team I use is led by my good friend, Jeff Locks. And here's why. Jeff and his team negotiate with over 50 lenders to find the best possible deal. Your home has gone way up in value over the past year, so why not utilize your home equity to reduce your monthly expenses or even pay off some debts? Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and if you obtained your current mortgage prior to 2020, you can save a lot of money. Here's the best part. There's absolutely no lender fees. Jeff is truly Arizona's low-cost lender with over 30 years of experience. So call Jeff Locks, and if Jeff can't save you money, you'll get a free $50 Amazon gift card. This is a winning play, so call Jeff today, 480-202-0692. That's 480-202-0692.
Jeff Locks, NMLS number 1003782, National Mortgage License number 181106, Bear Financial Group, AZMB-09047774, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Time for some smart saving. Put money aside, not your child's future education.
I'm Arizona State Treasurer Kimberly Yee. The sooner you start an AZ 529 education savings plan, the more money you'll have when your little one graduates high school. Invest just $15 a month and you could have thousands of dollars saved for their education needs. Go to az529.gov so when it's time to achieve their dreams, they can.
Now that's smart saving. Sponsored by the Office of the Arizona State Treasurer.
Hi, Randy here from the Race Setup. Ever hear of Built Bar? It's the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar. Built is also the official partner of NASCAR, so you know it's the real deal. It's low in calories, low in sugar, high in protein. But you won't believe how good it tastes. They have all sorts of flavors like coconut almond, mint brownie, raspberry, cookies and cream, and double chocolate. My favorite. Where do you get them? At Built.com. Use code Randy10 and get 10% off your order. Randy10 for 10% off at Built.com.
Your home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The
Fanatic. Good news, everybody. Atlanta Braves put one on the board, so now it's tie again, 1-1 in the World Series Game 2 with the Houston Asterix. So go Braves, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yes, we are back, and I think maybe we'll do the injury report tomorrow. I think we're kind of out of time for the rest of the injury report. Might just need to let that one marinate, I guess, a little bit, and I'm getting a lot of texts that say that is so wrong. It really is. Twitty, it says it is so wrong, laughing about the official's death after the Chiefs game. We are all going to hell. For me, it'll be a family reunion. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's just get this done and out of the way. It's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1954, former New York Yankees superstar Joe DiMaggio and actress Marilyn Monroe's well-publicized stormy marriage ended in divorce after the famous movie star filed in the grounds of mental cruelty just 275 days after their wedding. Joltin' Joe later sent roses to his ex-wife's grave 3 times a week for the next 20 years after she died in 1962. Back to me. That's the thing. People got to understand something, though. I think that Joe DiMaggio got a little bit of a bad rep because the term mental cruelty, I don't know if he was actually mentally cruel, but I think that they were kind of oil and water against each other because it's the thing I've told you guys all along. And I've said this, I've told my sons this, I've told my friends this. If you find her attractive and the way she is now, don't imagine you're going to change her into something later. Because if she's sexy as hell when you're dating her, it's not right for you to try to throw a towel over her and say, oh, that's too much. Don't go out looking like that. Like she was dressing that way just to get you.
some ladies, if that's how they dress, you have to be okay with her as your wife dressed that way, not just as a girl you're trying to pick up that way. And so, yeah, DiMaggio was drawn to her like millions of other people back then as a sex goddess persona. But then after he got married, he was just like, oh, just stop flaunting it. And he was kind of a control freak too. So neither of them were ever going to be right together, you know, in that sort of a marriage. And that's why that thing ended. Back then you had to put in, and maybe he was pretty mean to her. I don't, but mental cruelty might have been a stretch. One thing was true. He did truly love her, and it's just, they couldn't make it work. It's a shame they didn't figure that out before they got married. So, you know, she didn't live long after that. So anyways, so there you go. That is on this date in Big George's sports history.
Yeah, it happens. It does happen. Like I've been in a relationship where it was just.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she died not too long ago. Yeah, it happens.
No, not.
Dion's like, I've had a lot of girlfriends die after we've been together.
No, the relationship.
Some of them were suspicious, but that's not on me. I moved across country.
Never mind. Never mind. I meant the kind of relationship where you're a little oil and water. Not...
Yeah. No, you know what? I had that moment when I was 18. I was 18, and there was a girl who would dress a certain way. And then when we got together, I was just like, well, maybe you don't have to do that. And then she's like, I do this for me. I don't do this for you. This is how I am. And then like, I learned my lesson then. And I've seen people fail at that lesson in the future. So yeah, fair is fair. You know, don't expect people you don't want them to change you. Don't try to change them.
Yeah, exactly.
And Keon, we're gonna have to do a background check on you.
No, first off, I thought you already did, and second off, no, that's no.
He's protesting a lot there, Keon.
I personally am of the belief.
Me does think he protests too much.
Accuse you of a heinous thing, you protest as much as you absolutely have to.
Did he say something about my anus?
Heinous.
Yeah,
Wretch him, damn near killed him.
Here we go again. This is really, really bad. Radio Ron says, my wife had a nickname, kind of a split personality, almost like a texter name. And we used that name to refer to her when she came out with me on Saturday night. Kept the marriage going, sort of. I don't understand any of that. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I'm sorry.
Just Tip says, so if you're Joe DiMaggio, you would consider your relationship with Marilyn Monroe or Mr. Coffee as your worst relationship. If I were Joe DiMaggio, probably my relationship with those boys that did that song, Where Did You Go, Joe DiMaggio. Who was that did that?
Ooh,
the
was
Paul
Simon
and
Garfunkel.
It's Paul Simon, Art Garfunkel in a band, but I can't remember what it's called.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, I know. Paul Simon, Art Garfunkel were in a band together, but I can't remember what it's called.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh,
that's what the band was called.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Just trying to help you out, buddy.
Ukulamak says Cold Cases, starring Keon Rose. The Berg says, on this date in 2004, Red Sox broke an 86-year-old curse. Nothing else matters on this date. Oh, whatever, Berg.
Well, it is true.
Joe DiMaggio, far more interesting.
Tomorrow, well, you're talking. See, now I have a problem with this. The Berg is talking about the Red Sox winning the World Series for the first time in, I don't know, years, something like that. And you're talking about Mr. Yankee himself, as being more important than the Red Sox winning the World Championship.
It was more about Marilyn Monroe than anything.
I'm just trying to help you clarify this because I have a feeling the Fourth Dimension is going to try and say, now wait a minute here. Mr. Yankee hater.
Didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. You're right.
See, I got you back. I'm trying to tomorrow.
All right.
By the way,
we're all team Marilyn Monroe now. That mentally cruel bastard can rot in hell. And Radio Ron just got a Mr. Coffee for the break room. I'm throwing that crap away. That is going in the damn garbage now.
There we go. There's my guy.
Boomer Sooner says, Jeffrey, I would be with you wanting the Atlanta Braves to win the series, but there's a mattress guy that owns a big store in Houston. He put a $2 million bet on the Astros to win the series. If they do, I believe he's parlayed this until like $20 or $30 million. I kind of like to see the guy win it. He does promos like this in Houston all the time, giving away furniture and all kinds of crazy stuff. Can I just say, if you see for even more, I'd like to see him lose. I got nothing against the guy, but he put $2 million on a bet. Maybe put that $2 million into some homeless shelters. How about that? That's all I'm going to say.
The Houston
Maybe
Astros.
some of those beds he's giving away could go to homeless shelters as well.
The Houston Astros just took the lead 2-1.
And, see, you could have just kept that to yourself for a minute.
Game's not over yet.
Yeah. I mean, why did you have to ruin the good mood, Keon?
I'm just saying it's happening.
Thanks, Keon.
I mean, I did ask him for updates when things happen, but I was kind of just, I don't know. Read the room, man. Read the room.
I'm still in a good mood regardless. So,
Ukul the Mock says Mrs. Robinson was the song. Yeah, that's right. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Hitting the Nut says that drive friendly commercial is a joke. I try to drive my house to financially better place, and lo and behold, my trailer isn't worth it. And when I bought it, brought it over to North Scottsdale is okay. What are you talking about? Drive Friendly is a show. They talk about car repair because there's a place called Friendly Auto in East Valley, one of those very honest places.
Out of Mesa, yeah.
And his wife also does, real estate stuff. So I don't think you're really getting it right, Hitting the Nuts. Sun Devil Niner says Mahomes' play has Madsen turning over in his grave. And you just gave me an SMH? Seriously? Bruno Baller says, here's the injury report. Some players will be injured. Some players will not be injured.
Yeah.
That'll get us through the rest of the day, I think. I think it'll work. Hefty Lefty says, okay, my screen moved. Fed Fan says, I hate being a sex goddess. Now I can't stop laughing because I've never seen a sex goddess. Too much pressure. Just a Tip says, tell Berg to spend more time worrying about his hatred for mustard than pontificating on the greatness of those flea-bitten, down-and-out, disreputable life forms wrapped in skin that follow that horrible abomination of a team in that city with brown sludge for a bay.
Wow.
Just a Tip hates him some Red Sox.
Yeah. More than me, I think.
Fubar 1000 says, go ASU. King Kitten says, Joe DiMaggio was referred to by John Fogerty in the song Center Field. It's another song. That's right. There's another song. King of Kittens, thank you for that. Senior Wake and Bake says, hey, Randy, if the Cards win it all, Murray will have to wear a toe ring. Give him another
There's
one for
your
me.
toe ring right
because
there.
that just that fell apart on the
There's your toe ring.
Okay. Hefty Lefty says, I'll give it to you, though. Once I've watched like 3 or 4 runs, I'm good for the next 4 years until it gets televised again. I think he's talking about the soapbox derby. Yeah, he says, what do you guys have against the luge? Guys are doing like 80 miles an hour down that track. The real psychopaths do it head first and call it skeleton. Okay, it's just gravity, and so it's not a sport. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed by the luge or the skeleton or any of that stuff. It's just not. All right, what were we doing here? I'm all out of sorts now.
We were doing the injury report. However, if you have a Wheel of Sports, it would be good to do that now.
Okay.
Should I
what?
Introduce more bad news coming from this game or
Son of a bitch? I just looked at my screen and it's 4-1 Astros.
Bottom of the second.
Balls of Fury is speculating that you are hangry, Randy.
I'm hangry?
Yeah. He says I should rub your butt and feed you because he says it makes my girl feel better. I'll do half of those things. Okay. I'll do half of those things. You may rub your girlfriend's butt and feed her and she feels better, but I am definitely not feeding Randy. All right. So, first up on the wheel, you can find this on my Twitter at RadioPal1580. Is he that kid who this defensive back this defensive end just runs straight through the offensive line just at the right moment, grabs the ball and runs it in for a touchdown?
mid-pitch.
Yeah,
the quarterback
mid-pitch.
pitched it back. He accepted the pitch and ran it in to the end zone. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, this kid would have been man of the day if it hadn't been for Morton last night breaking his leg and pitching a couple more pitches. His name is Joaquin Page, and he plays for Cathedral Prep. And yeah, it almost looked like fake. It was so ridiculous. And at first, I watched it and I couldn't figure out who the quarterback is because it's kind of a grainy video. I had to slow that thing down like the Zapruder film until I realized, oh, that guy is the quarterback. And I kind of click, 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 like frame by frame, watched it. It's an amazing play. The only way that was possible was A, a lot of preparation, B, just good timing, and C, possibly the worst offensive line I've ever seen in my life.
He got all the way back there entirely unblocked. There's
not even touched.
Not a chip, nothing.
One kid is just like, I got math class tomorrow. No, that guy's big. I'm out. I'm not even stepping. I don't even like the quarterback. He stole my girlfriend. May you come right in. That's what it seemed like.
But the offense just looked confused. Like, wait, what do you mean we lost the ball already?
They're like, is he allowed to do that? Yeah. Once you say hi,
he timed the snap perfectly.
Yeah. No, that's a good play by Joaquin Page. We'll see if anything else happens down the road for this kid, but at least he's got that one play. That one play, he'll probably get him into a college somewhere, no matter what. And then we shall see.
Yeah.
Hefty Lefty says, what was the offensive team? Bishop Sycamore? Oh boy, I better check that.
And that offensive line might as well have been because they weren't even there.
Wow.
It does Meadville. No, it's actually a real school. Yeah. All right. So spin the wheel, Randy. I think we can do another one. So Jordan size 13 game worn shoes sold for $1.47 million at auction the other day.
How about that?
And it printed a little bit funky, but look how scuffed those are. I can't believe
game worn.
No, what I'm trying to say is I don't know who they played that night, but they were all over stepping on his feet. That's an interesting look.
How else are you going to stop them?
I think back in the day they didn't have like new shoes every night. I think these guys wore their shoes more than one game.
Maybe, but this is 1984, and it was the Denver Nuggets they were playing that night because it was the Denver Nuggets ball boy that he handed them to. So, well, whatever. That's all the time we have. Ladies and gentlemen, be back in your radios again tomorrow at 3 p.m. More Daily Blender nougaty goodness for your ear hole. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
I'm Cisco Miranda, owner of Miranda Delivery Service. As a business owner,